Hey everyone, welcome back to the IWP Network, or if it's your first time, welcome hanging out with us. Thank you so much for choosing this podcast, and feedback is always welcome. So make sure to check the links below for all social media links, audio and video versions of this show, and merch. We look forward to hearing from you and hearing that feedback, and enjoy the show. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are, Patreon episode 5, 6, who knows?
Let's probably just do the date for the Patreon episode.
Patreon of
April 2nd.
April 2nd. I like it. We're gonna cover some news, some fun stuff, some stuff going on. Then our main topic is gonna be the show Supernatural.
Best show ever. 10 out of 10. I'm going to keep going
10
with
out
it.
of 10. Everything's a 10 out of 10 for Brie.
That's right, because I'm a positive person.
Well, speaking of perfect 10 out of 10s,
Justice League.
Justice
I
League.
freaking knew it. No way it's better than Endgame. No.
I will say, I think Endgame is better in the fact that it built a universe to build to that story. Where I think Zack Snyder had one movie and then get us to a Justice League immediately.
Did he direct Man of Steel?
He did.
Oh, because two, technically.
Technically, two.
Yeah.
He did a Batman, then a Batman Superman, and then Justice League.
Well, no, just Superman and then Batman Superman.
Wait, which Superman?
Sorry, Superman.
Which
Man of
Superman?
Man of Steel?
Man of Steel.
Oh, I didn't know he did that.
Yes. So he had two movies, and then, hey, now we're gonna give you 4 characters because technically, if
cram them all in,
cram them in there,
Throw them all in like a tossed salad.
and make it a. Pretty just a toss salad. I'm gonna isolate that sound bit.
He's going to toss me right now.
it's like Robin. Howard,
Did you,
you want to fuck me
You're
in
gonna
the
toss
pussy?
my salad right now? Is that
I said you're going to toss me right out of
Oh.
your house.
no.
No. I mean,
feel
like,
it went right over Bree's head. She doesn't even know what she said.
You know-
you're
do
going
you
to
know
toss me right out.
you know
like out of the podcast.
All right,
Because
we're
I
gonna-
insulted your baby.
No. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna break this down. Real quick. Do you know what tossing salad means?
Yes, that's why I
what
said
is
you're
it?
going to toss me right out.
I know, but what is tossing salad?
I'm it's like some kind of sex reference.
All right, well, what is a sex act referencing to?
It can be right.
Which one do you think it is?
Yeah, that's
no,
good. Yeah.
a
Well,
good
you get
fuck,
these
probably.
two tongs, and
You get in there like
scoop
Nixon, like
in.
Dice said. Oh,
So tossing your salad is when you lick your partner's butthole.
let me eat that
I
ass.
was not
Yeah.
doing that. Oh my God! Why do you gotta do this to me every time, Jesus?
There's a very funny Dice thing where he does Nixon eating an ass.
Yeah.
Give me that fucking ass. Oh.
No, I meant toss me out. I said toss me out.
That's not what you said at first, though.
No, I said you're gonna toss me out.
No, you
That's-
said it's like a tossed salad.
Yeah, it's like a
that's
tossed
how I-
salad.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just horrible.
We love you.
And I know you're like as pure as the snow, so I'm just having some fun. But this is
Well-
why you pay your $5, right? there.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And
so I
that's
can
what
make
we
an
think
ass
of
out of
Justice
me.
League.
Thank you.
yeah.
I meant like you threw a bunch of people
Well,
into like one
It's
thing.
a tossed
Yeah.
salad. It tasted like.
Well, you're the only person here that watched it, so we really can't.
Yeah,
There you go,
No,
Nikolai.
did-
I like
watched
that.
it.
Oh, did you
I
watch
like
it?
that.
All 4 hours?
Yeah.
Because I seen that thing where only a third of people that started it finished it. So-
I did not watch it.
like in one sitting or finish it total.
I think it's one sitting. So I don't know if that,
I
if that
personally
counts
didn't.
in the breakup.
Yeah,
like if
I
you watched an
personally
hour
didn't
and they watched an
watch-
hour.
I didn't watch it in one sitting. I came home from work at 3 in the
That's a
morning.
hard ask. 4 hours.
And I watched it, and I just was so tired from work. I will say this: I think I refused to watch the original version, because it
I
was
watched it and fell asleep.
yeah, it wasn't the movie I was supposed to get, and I had no interest in it. This is a movie I followed for a very, very long time, and then when all the news was going on, where unfortunately Zack Snyder's daughter committed suicide, and he was like, "Hey, movie's pretty much done. I got to step away." It's not obviously not easy to lose a family member,
Mhm.
especially in that circumstance and for how young she was. And then your entire vision on the cusp of your daughter killing herself, they use that as the platform to remove your movie, completely reshoot it, and then say it's still your movie, but put it out and it's not.
it was a fucked up situation. DC
Yeah.
really fucked him over,
Yeah, they
and
did.
Warner Brothers.
and Warner Brothers. Yeah, DC and Warner
Mhm.
Brothers, and the fans knew what we were. The fans knew, and then the people who were part of the movie were all like, "This is not the movie we signed up for. We really sunk in the vision of this movie, and we wanted this to be the thing that we put out, and it finally happened. With fans doing saying things and raising money and raise a lot of money, and then put it towards suicide awareness. Now they're doing some things right now that I'm not a fan of.
Some of the fan base is very toxic.
It's toxic, and
means good. But
yeah, and
It's everywhere anymore.
so what they're doing now
it's
is
like Star Wars and
they're going
Yeah,
to every
bad.
platform that you can review movies,
yeah.
and they're saying pretty much they're going to King Kong, giving it a
Yeah.
1-star rating, and saying we want the Snyderverse.
Which makes no sense.
What does that have to do with King
Yeah,
Kong?
because it's Warner Brothers.
It's
right?
Warner Brothers. So pretty much what they're going to do is they're going to anywhere that Warner Brothers would feel it, they're going to make themselves heard.
It's kind of like the kids. I'm like, well, if I'm mean to her, she'll like me.
Oh,
It's not so-
God.
I don't think it's so much being mean. It's just so much like we want to be heard.
Yeah, but that's so stupid. Like,
It is.
if you go to McDonald's because they get rid of the Big Mac, and you go there and you say the Quarter Pounder sucks, don't buy it. Then people are like, well, then I'm not going to go to McDonald's then because the
Yeah.
Quarter Pounder sucks. The
Yeah.
Big Mac's gone. And I'm not going to go there and say, well, he said that sucks, so you should bring the Big Mac back.
Yeah,
It's like it makes no sense.
I essentially think what's going to happen here is I think DC kind of.
I hope they delete those reviews too. I think
They should.
when they were doing that with Captain Marvel because all people were upset at Brie Larson.
Yeah.
I hate
Well,
that.
don't say a movie sucks if you didn't see it. Now, if you watched it and then you didn't like it, that's different.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people went into that movie being like, just ready to hate it
Yeah.
because of everything that was going on as well. Because
But
I think some of the critiques that people were going off was a little too fucking.
Yeah.
Like there's some things in Endgame and Infinity War that were like pretty cringy, and they were complete passes. But now all of a sudden, because it's DC, like I think people draw that line in the sand too hard.
It depends.
Yeah.
What is cringy in Infinity War and Endgames? Like,
For
what?
me,
I can't think of anything offhand, but
For
I
me,
can't either.
some of that really like kitty humor just is stupid to me, especially when you're setting a tone in a movie where the end of the world is about to happen and you're bringing in this really big bad villain, and then you're like making kid jokes. It's like to me, they're just I don't like them. That takes me out of the movie for a lot of the Marvel stuff. But I still think that Endgame and Infinity War are very good movies. They do a great job, and it makes you. It's a great payoff for watching.
yeah. And there's a lot of characters in it, but there was 17 movies before it.
Exactly.
Correct.
So it was fun. It was a really cool movie. I really relate harder to the Justice League than I do.
Now, do you think there was
Avengers.
too much slow motion? Because that seems to be one of the.
It
big
didn't
things.
bother me, dude.
I heard there's 25 minutes total.
Yeah, a lot of the slow motion
Yeah,
you're getting
didn't
with
notice.
the Flash and
I'm totally okay with the Flash. I'm not okay with slow motion Lois Lane putting down the cup.
Yes, my friend. Well, Jake. He was like talking
it was
about.
so unnoticeable. Like it was just kind of like it was a filler scene where it was just like her walking out of a
Yeah, but why would you do that?
yeah, but
Like I know we can pick apart stuff in Marvel too, but like
Yeah.
that makes no sense.
Yeah,
but it-
like
This sure is a good Mountain Dew.
that's what my friend
it
Jake
wasn't,
said.
But it wasn't shot like with
Yeah.
the oh. It was just like she got a coffee. She's obviously depressed because the whole Superman thing's going on, and she just and it was pretty much put in there because Zack Snyder was
okay.
sitting in the grocery in the shop.
Yeah.
I know. It seemed like that happened a lot with what my friend said.
Yeah, because I think he was I think he was over.
What do you think about Martian
He
Manhunter
loves
was there
DC though.
the whole time?
I think it's a cool idea.
Really?
Yeah, I think him hiding in plain sight and kind of keeping an eye on I think the way they did it was done really cool.
Yeah.
So you don't
I like
think
that he
it was
appeared.
stupid that he was like, Darkseid's coming. You guys can handle that.
I think for the most part, I think he was kind of like I think they're going to handle this fine.
Don't you think that's kind of a plot hole? Like if he was there the whole time, he didn't help.
Was he there the whole time?
But
though?
Darkseid really wasn't the issue yet.
But he didn't help any hero ever. He's been watching the whole time and he didn't help.
Yeah, it is a weird plot. But
At least
again,
at least when Captain Marvel she didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
Martian Manhunter knew what was going on.
Yeah.
It was like, you guys got this.
so I think
Bye.
for the
Yeah,
most part,
I think I don't like
yeah.
it.
I think for the most part
It would be okay if he just came.
Yeah.
But if he's there the whole time
Mhm.
and all this is going down, everything that happened, like with Zod and Man of Steel, maybe he should help out.
yeah.
That's kind of like a bad retcon. Okay, now we're gonna put him in. But it's like, okay, well now this doesn't make sense.
For me, the way I justified it is I think he understood that the Justice League will be fine with this problem, and he doesn't need to make himself known as of yet. And once they defeat Steppenwolf, and then they realize that now Darkseid is coming, and it's going to be more of a
Mhm.
threat, I think now him going to, because at the very end he goes to Bruce Wayne like, hey man, it's gonna get a lot more serious.
I don't know. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
You're moving stuff in the house. You and how you're there.
Mhm.
I'm in a tree watching the whole time.
But
when you
Like a
get done
creep.
moving everything in, I come down
Drinking some slow coffee.
and you're saying, "Where were you at?"
Just
I was sitting in that tree.
the same thing can be said for every Marvel book because they all fight in New York and they're only a borough away from each other.
Yes, but the
no.
characters aren't in that movie. Martian Manhunter is in this movie, and he says, "I was here the whole time." It'd be different if at the end of Spider-Man, Doctor Strange was like, "I was here the whole time."
Yeah.
I'm sure he knew.
Daredevil's not creeping on
Yeah, but he's not
Spider-Man.
in the movie.
Yeah.
So therefore, he doesn't exist in that movie. Like I
Yeah.
wouldn't be mad if Lobo came in Justice League 2, that's never gonna happen,
Yeah.
and said, "I was here the whole time." Martian Manhunter is in this movie,
Yeah.
saying he was here
Like
the
a
whole
creep.
time and did not help.
Yeah, I think, like I said, I think the way I would justify.
What an asshole!
Yeah, I think the way I justified it is he realized that this problem was something that they would be fun, because I think he has to really pick and choose when he makes his appearance felt.
Why?
And he's protective of his identity. So he's like, okay, now this threat is getting serious,
Mhm.
and you guys need more than what you have to defeat him. He's coming because the way
I think it would be much better if he was like, "I just came here, and I've only been here for a little
yeah,
bit."
because
Not I've been here all.
Because
along."
realistically, when Darkseid comes, even the Justice League of what they have now isn't enough to beat him. They need Lantern Corps. So I think Green Lantern was supposed to be a part of that, and the Lantern Corps are going to be a part of this war. And then I think Martian Manhunter was going to step in, and I think they were going to form a bigger team. And I just feel like at the beginning he's like, Steppenwolf's a badass, but you guys can have this. And now he's like, now Darkseid.
That's a dickhead move.
I agree, but
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
I thought he looked cool too. I thought he was a cool look.
I think
to him.
I think it looked cool, but like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
So is that
I don't like that.
Is that coming from a neutral standpoint, Tony,
What?
or because of your like love for DC?
No, I think that was what the direction they're going for. I understand where Andy's coming from as being a
I
plot
haven't
hole,
seen it.
but it wasn't.
That was like
hung up
with the
on
whole
it.
thing with Captain Marvel. Like, well, how are they gonna explain where she was the whole time? Why didn't she help?
Yeah.
You know.
I think they will explain her.
Well, they
She's
did.
a-
They
yeah,
said she was in space and she didn't know.
she
But
was
then but
helping
it's like,
others. Yeah,
why didn't Nick Fury call her? To
Yeah.
help?
yeah.
Oh, Sokovia, the fucking Ultron, the robot just took the whole city up in there. Oh, we sure are looking pretty bad. I wish we had somebody to come help. Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah, which was a great thing. Well, two plot holes
But
for
that's
both
what
movies.
happens when
Yeah.
you add and you retcon.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
Just like with the X-Men. Like,
Mhm.
where were they at? Unless they just start.
where was
I'm
Captain,
looking-
where was Captain Marvel for the whole Wanda thing? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Still in
she's-
space, I
she's out in
guess.
space again.
yeah, no,
I'm
listen,
assuming she's in space.
shit's getting real down here. We need you to come down and fucking smack
Yeah.
this girl up real quick.
She's always in space.
But
Does.
it was, I don't know. I think it was. I thought that part
Did
was.
you think it was too long?
I think it was needed. It was where it needed to be to make the story work because they had to put so much in. I think what they tried to cut out and pass for a 2.5 hour movie
Mhm.
didn't work. I think the backstory for Flash was excellent. I thought Cyborg was super
So I got a
cool.
question about Flash.
Yeah.
When the car flips and it goes in slow motion and there's the black girl in the car, is that supposed to be Iris?
Yes.
Okay. I thought so just from the Flash TV show, but they don't actually reference
Yeah.
that that's
Yeah.
Iris.
Same Iris
No.
from the TV show.
Different
No, it's a
No,
different actor.
different girl.
Yeah.
Oh, I love.
Um,
Should brought the TV.
the
people over.
way they did Flash was interesting. From what I read, this is not what they were going for, but for me, Flash almost seemed like he was like on the spectrum.
Which again, I don't like. I understand the
What do you-
representation and stuff like that, but
Like autistic.
Yeah, he was kind of quirky. Like
sometimes he talks. He seems very awkward from the clips I've seen.
Yeah,
Like,
he's
like
very
Definitely awkward.
he's definitely
Weird.
almost like to like a Rain Man type thing where he's so intelligent, but he's socially awkward where he has a hard time like communicating with other people where he's kind of like,
where you kind of feel like, ooh,
yeah, he's like super cringy.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's.
But
I
I-
mean,
but-
well, speaking of
Yes.
autism, today is Light It Up Blue Day for autism.
Oh, how
So
about that?
let's think about all of our, people in the community that have it. So,
Absolutely.
yes. Thinking of
He
you guys
reminded
today.
me a lot of the way they did the Blue Ranger in Power Rangers, where he was autistic, but he was still like the brains of the team, and he
oh, I
was
didn't know
still
that.
Was he autistic? I didn't think he was.
in the new Power Rangers. He was
Oh.
openly an
Oh,
autistic
the new
character.
one. Okay, I thought you were going back to the
Oh, I
original.
The new Blue
I-
Ranger
I know
was
watched
played
him
by the
yet.
black kid. He was an openly autistic character.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know if that's the way Flash was supposed to be, but that's the way it came off to me. Just because
Yeah.
dealing with like I felt like he wasn't fully autistic, but I feel like he was somewhere on the spectrum. The way he was like socially awkward and stuff.
Probably Asperger's if they're going for that.
Yeah,
I did like how they referenced his metabolism. because he comes out with boxes of pizza.
Oh yeah, I like when they
and
do that.
stuff. Like it's not something that's needed.
Yeah.
but it's just a nice touch
Yeah,
to
he
round
does
out
that
the
in
character.
one of the Just League cartoons where he's just
Yeah.
eating all his pizza.
Yeah.
I think he does it in the TV show too. He's like, I'm so
Yeah.
husky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like he talks about it in the
Because
show,
he
like how he
uses so
can't get
much-
drunk
Yeah.
and stuff because his metabolism just like burns through it.
Yeah, because everything's
So,
super fast.
Yeah,
which is that's cool.
Yeah, I thought the fight scenes were really fucking cool.
I don't like Steppenwolf.
The
I don't
way-
like him as a
No,
character.
The
He
way
is.
they defeated, but Steppenwolf was a lot cooler in this movie because he had a purpose for being there.
I mean, I haven't liked him in the comics.
Yeah. He had a purpose for being there in this movie, where in the last one, from what I was told, it was just kind of like, I'm the bad guy, I'm here just to defeat you, and that's
Yeah.
it. Where this one, he was there for a reason.
I don't like his voice.
I don't
so
even know.
He looked different in this one too. He looked cooler.
I don't like that. Too much Transformery. Like, you know how the Transformers move too much?
they did make that noise, if I remember correctly. Like
His
a
armor would
Transformer
his
type noise.
armor
Yeah,
would like
I'm like-
clink together a little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah.
Where
Why-
is he from?
He's part
is
of
he
Darkseid's
from
crew.
Apocalypse?
Yeah,
too?
he's part of Darkseid's crew. In
I
this
don't know
in this
Darkseid
movie,
either.
he tried to upstage a coup over Darkseid and got caught, and then Darkseid banished him. And the only way he's able to come home and
to get
reunite
the mother
with
boxes.
his family and everything is if he goes to Earth. Well, if he needs to reunite the mother boxes, but he also needs to capture 5,000 worlds in the name of Darkseid.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So
and-
when he comes to take over Earth, he then finds, oh, these where these mother boxes are.
And what are mother boxes?
They're like the Infinity Stones of DC, where
Oh.
they're like the all-seeing boxes where they're like pretty much
Do
what
they
Cyborg
create the boom tubes in it?
kind
Travel
of.
to a dark Apocalypse. Apocalypse is the planet where Darkseid lives.
Yeah. Mhm.
Oh, okay. I'm not. So I only know like Batman and Wonder Woman. That's it.
Batman, Ben Affleck was awesome as Batman in this movie. For a while, he was kind of like, you could tell he was out of his match because he's fighting obviously aliens and
Yeah,
high-powered
that's
things.
the problem with any story of Batman. It's like,
But towards the end, when he was actually able to let loose and fight and go hand in hand with a lot of the parademons, it looked cool.
Yeah.
He was more the detective in this one, and he more
well, that's probably for the best. I mean,
yeah, and he showed a lot more of his side of like, I need to establish a team, and the team is more than what I am type deal, and also his compassion of saying like, we need Superman. Like, this is a guy that I thought we needed to destroy because he was too powerful, but now we realize I know I need him now. You know, it was cool. The black suit Superman looked awesome the whole time.
I heard they don't explain it.
They don't. He just kind of comes back
Which
and
is like, I get why they could do it in the
he walks
comics,
down the hallway of his ship, and all of his suits are there. And
Oh,
he's kind of
okay.
like, I'm gonna go with black.
Oh, I forgot about Superman. He's the only other character I know too. I don't know DC too well besides those three.
Aquaman was cool in it.
He's always cool. 'cause
The
he's number
Aquaman
one.
timeline doesn't tie up with this movie to the movie that you would have got after because they had to change a lot of it. Because you would have seen Justice League, and then you would have seen, I believe, Wonder Woman, then Aquaman.
Yeah,
That
I
sounds about
forget. No, Wonder
right.
Woman was before Justice League. Right?
Was it?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think.
Oh, because of
I
1984.
think Aquaman was after.
84. Well, I mean, timeline wise, yeah, but I think the way the movie's released.
No. Well, yeah, the movie itself, Wonder Woman came out before Justice League.
Yeah.
I believe.
And then it would have been Justice
Yeah, it
League
did.
and then Aquaman. So
Yeah.
like some of the stuff that you've seen in Aquaman movie didn't make sense in the Snyder
Yeah.
cut because
Mm.
characters stuff happens to them in Justice League that
Didn't happen.
and then they're in the new movie that they probably shouldn't have been.
Oh, so it's gonna mess up like contingency.
A little bit.
No,
Yeah, but
contingency
even Zack
stuff.
Snyder said, he goes, Whedon's cut is canon to the DC universe if they continue it. Mine is not. But DC also did say when they were making movies like, hey, like the Joker movie, that's its own thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This is its own thing. Like Robert Pattinson's Batman, it's its own thing. We don't really have a universe tie-in. It's people can make whatever they want. With that being said, I really don't see why HBO can't just be like, yeah, we'll give you the money, we'll give you the movie. Like, it doesn't have to be a DC thing. Just let us make the Snyder cut, and it'll be an HBO exclusive. And I think that's what they're maybe leaning to.
What DC would have to give approval. I mean, you can't just
Yeah.
I can't make
Yeah.
a Wonder Woman movie. You know,
I think what they're going to
Right,
be is
pay
like,
for it.
well, like fun. You can use the characters, you can use that universe, you can keep it going, but we're not funding any of it.
I can
we're-
see that.
We're
but
not
yeah,
footing the
if
bill
HBO foots the bill.
I'm not a fan that they made Batman curse.
at the end.
He's not Thomas Wayne. He shouldn't.
Oh,
like,
I
he's-
agree, but I think it's more impactful because of where they are at that point
I
in time.
get that.
I only like when he says, "I'm the goddamn Batman."
yeah,
But I don't know if he says
Oh,
that in the
he says
movie, but he says
fuck.
that in the comics.
He said that before.
He says
yeah,
he
Batman
says
says
fuck
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's too hard.
He's just like that Teen Titans where it's like, "Fuck Batman." No, fuck this show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, did
Um,
you see like I don't know. I saw like a recent comic strip like in another nerd group I'm in where the current Robin's cursing.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny.
Damien is kind of wild.
I like when he curses, but is his whole thing. But they censor it.
Oh, this
So-
wasn't
I don't
cens-
know.
this
I mean, if
wasn't
anyone's
censored.
going to curse, it should be Batman. But
I agree.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
So
I thought it was funny though when Robin
this
cursed.
is a spoiler alert. I'll let you know. So
I don't care.
pretty much where the movie ends is they defeat Steppenwolf. Darkseid, pretty much the portal closes. Darkseid says,
They cut his head off,
"Yeah,
which
That's
I find is
Steppenwolf?
Yeah,
an
Wonder Woman
odd
cuts his head.
choice.
it was fucking awesome." What they did.
It was.
Oh, she's an Amazon.
But-
She'll do that.
That's not like
I
I
don't-
wasn't expecting
Yeah.
decapitation.
Yeah.
Like even Marvel, when they tried to kill Thanos, was like, "Oh, you should have did the head." In the first time,
Mhm.
Let you-
they just jumped to it.
Yeah, Justice League is like, we don't make that mistake twice.
Yeah.
We're cutting your
But-
fucking head off.
I mean, she's an
None of
Amazon.
the characters
So
would do that in the comic.
That's what I mean. Like it's an odd
See,
choice.
Wonder Woman wouldn't kill if you're
No.
here to destroy the world.
Well,
and
I don't
she's
know.
an
I think-
Amazon. You
I think
know.
they would try to redeem him first, kind of like a Star Wars, like a Jedi.
Yeah,
Like if it was the final resort, maybe. But like his movies, they're kind of like, let's just all kill people, like Batman. We just kill people, which I don't like.
Batman kills people as he gets older.
Not in the comics.
I've seen it. I don't know where.
So anyway, the movie ends with the Justice League in that pose where they're all there, and that was the movie ends. And then he gives us a little, like another half-hour epilogue stuff like what he would have done if he would have been able to keep the universe.
It looks cool.
And that's where he does the whole Lex Luthor meets Deathstroke, and they start to form the Legion of Doom.
Yeah.
And then we get a scene
The
where
anti-Justice League.
then Lex Luthor tells Deathstroke like, I'll hire you to kill the Batman. And he's like, all right, let's fucking do it. And he goes, you know, it's not going to be easy and you're going to have to pay me. And he's like, yeah. He goes, I'll pay you. Not as much as you want. And he's like, well, why? He goes, because I'm going to give you something to make your job a lot easier. And he goes, what's that? He goes, his name is Bruce Wayne.
I hate that.
Oh, it's so cool though.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
I think it gives Lex Luthor the feeling that he's a little more intelligent than you give credit for. Plus, he got a lot of
He's like one of the smartest men on the planet.
yeah. Plus, he got the intelligence of the mother box at the end of Batman vs Superman. That's
Oh,
why
really?
that's why he went nuts. He
Oh.
he went crazy because pretty much
I absolutely hate that portrayal of Lex Luthor.
I think we need more to him. Like we need to experience him more.
I don't want any more.
Yeah.
That's why I won't watch this movie.
Yeah.
I had enough of Batman vs Superman. I don't want any more. I
Yeah.
don't like this universe at all.
I loved it. Then the other thing so then you have a nightmare scene. So you've had a nightmare scene at the beginning of Batman vs Superman where Superman rips Batman's chest out
Oh, I don't know
when he's hung up on the chains,
Oh, jeez.
and they're in like Africa. That is like that's
Is that in the
considered
director's cut or is that in the regular one?
that's in the regular and director's cut. Then there was another nightmare scene later on where he has the AK-47 and he wakes up, and that's when Flash is like, you need Lois is the key. Lois is the key. Like he wakes up from his nightmares. He's having these nightmare sequence dreams, and that's where you see the Omega for Darkseid.
Yeah,
in the nightmare
Oh,
scene.
jeez. Mm.
And then in the last, he has a nightmare scene where all the motherships are going over, and they pass, and it looks like pretty much the entire world looks like
Post-apocalyptic.
Mad Max. Like it's just desert. It's
Mm.
desolated. Everything's destroyed. End of humanity as we know it. Everything is gone. Cyborg stands up, and kind of you see him stand up, and then Batman's there, and he's like, "We need to keep moving. You know, he's looking for us. Like we can't be out here too long." And you think it's Darkseid, and he's like, "Yeah, we got to keep going." And then Mira stands up, and she's like, "I can't. I'm fucking pissed. This is bullshit." And then Deathstroke's there. He's so like this team is now Deathstroke, Mira, Batman, and Cyborg, and then Flash is there, and you're like, "I'm gonna kill him for what he did to Aquaman." And Batman's like, "Listen, we can't lose our cool here. Like, we're already short staffed. We need to figure out how to right these wrongs. You can't get over emotional because of death." And she goes, "You've never experienced what I've experienced. He killed my love. He killed Aquaman. Da 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 da." And then you hear the laugh, and the camera turns, and it's the Joker sitting on the hood of the car, and he goes, "Oh, he knows all about death. A mother, a father." And then Batman says, "Be careful what your next words are and choose them very wisely." And he goes, "Losing like an adopted son." And then he goes over and gets in his face. He goes, "I told you to be careful what you're saying." And he's like, "How many more innocent people have to die in your arms before you realize that you're just too selfish to die yourself? And
Ooh.
let's make a truce and we'll get through this together. And you let Lois Lane die, and now everything is all a problem." Because that Lois was the key. So if she dies, Superman loses his shit.
Yeah, but Aquaman didn't die though, did he?
In this nightmare sequence, he does.
Oh, but not really.
No,
I'll be very upset.
Yeah, pretty much at this point, when you keep seeing the nightmare sequences, Darkseid and pretty much Darkseid like pretty much has the control of Superman. He's the life force essence. He controls Superman, and Superman killed everybody.
Oh, okay. I see.
I don't like this at all. I also don't like how the Joker looks like Marilyn Manson.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what he looks like?
Yeah.
He's got super long hair and stuff.
Yeah, he looks disheveled.
yeah.
So then
No, thank you.
Batman pretty much says, speaking of people dying in my arms, I told her when Harley Quinn was dying in my arms, she promised me one thing, and then she goes, make sure you die slowly. And he goes, trust me, I will keep that promise. And when this is all over, I'm going to fucking kill you.
Is that what he says to Joker?
Yeah.
And the Joker kind of just like,
He's like, oh,
Like-
I did
and
look
then-
up the
and then-
history. He does kill people. Batman.
So Batman's whole thing is he never kills people.
it depends on what iteration.
Yeah, because I thought he killed people in the
No.
past. Well,
Nolan,
I will bet money. Now maybe back in the 50s, in the when they
He had a gun at one
40s,
point,
yeah,
yeah.
at that point. But like the main
Nolan's-
Batman, he never kills people. That's his whole
Nolan's
thing.
Nolan's
some-
Batman
it has some.
kind of really solidified that he doesn't kill people. But
Yes.
there has been
And
situations.
that's like when he trains the people in the comics. It's like, no, like that's why he's so mad at Red Hood when he comes back, because he's killing people. It's like, we don't kill people. That's one thing we don't do.
yeah, but I mean,
Well-
he kicks people off roofs. Like they don't
mean-
die, but he.
Yeah, but like in
threw
Batman vs
people in
Superman,
the-
when he's driving the Batmobile and firing machine guns and killing people, I'm like, okay.
There's some comics here that are cited where he does kill people. They're old, but he does do it.
Yeah, like that's back before Batman was like Batman, because he had a gun.
But well,
Well,
in this
yeah.
scene, he does have an AK-47 as well.
Yeah.
So
I don't like Post. I not watch that movie. I don't want to see those characters do those things. It's like they take the characters and they do all these things that they don't do. And like, would you like to see these characters in this world? No, I would not.
Yeah.
There was a comic called Wonder Woman Dead Earth, right? I was reading it. It's in the future and post-apocalyptic, and you find out she's the bad guy, issue 4.
Oh, that's
Closed it.
weird.
Put it away. Didn't buy issue 5 or 6.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
I had that problem with the Gotham TV show for a long time.
I love Gotham.
I was like, this is not the version of the characters I know.
Mm-hmm.
And then I kind of got to the point. I was like, well, let's see what this person's vision is.
Yeah.
Because that was the same. That was the problem I had with Civil War. They sold me Civil War, and I liked that book. And then when I got the movie, it wasn't the Civil War I thought it was. Like,
It was as close as they get, but like they couldn't.
but the whole premise of that was kind of bullshit to me. It's like, so Tony Stark's dad gets killed by Captain America's buddy, but then they're mad at Iron Man for being upset that the guy killed his father. Like, it was a really like Tony Stark was the villain,
Yeah.
and he was just trying to get
Without
the guy.
the speedball blowing up and the kid superheroes killing the kids in the bus, that was the whole point of the Superhero
Yeah.
Registration Act. So
Yeah.
without that, it's like
It's hard with no.
I don't think I
X-Men.
would have went to Civil War that early.
Mhm.
I would have waited until we got some mutants in there and stuff. So
Well, I do have a little bit of Marvel fan theory possible news, and we'll get off comic books. I apologize. Supposedly, before Stan Lee passed away, the idea was when old man Steve is sitting on the park bench,
Mhm.
it was actually supposed to be Stan Lee.
Aw.
I don't know about
And the reason for that is
that. Would make no sense.
every cameo you would have seen as with Stan Lee
Yeah.
would have been a time traveling Steve Rogers just making sure his friends are okay.
Aw, that's sweet.
That's stretching.
That was supposedly
I don't.
what was supposed to happen, unless it was just a fan theory. But
I think that's a fan thing.
I think it's kind of a cool idea if it would have went through.
I would have liked
I
it.
like
think
Stan Lee,
it's
but
cute.
then it's like, why does he look like Stan Lee?
Well, he's not supposed to be Stan Lee.
Why does Wolverine look like fucking? Uh,
And if he goes, that just creates all kinds of loopholes.
yeah, of course it does. Yeah,
I don't even like what they did.
What?
That he's old. He would never have done that.
Yeah, he's gonna come back.
Yeah, he's gonna come back.
100% coming back. But
Can't wait. Can't wait.
uh,
I'm over fake, stupid,
I think
whatever his name
from
is.
what I
I
have,
like John Walker.
That's his
I
name.
like
I
Joe.
hate him.
I haven't watched an
I hate
episode
him.
yet, but I think he's killing it. Even in the media, like people are legit getting upset.
I
with this
don't
dude.
understand why you get mad when
It's like pro wrestling. He's
Yeah,
selling it.
he's the.
Oh, he is selling. You're supposed
he's-
to not
he's
like him.
supposed-
Yeah.
You're supposed to not like him.
And I don't
And
like
we're
him.
only at 3 episodes, and people are like,
Horrible.
"Oh, Matt," like, what do you think's gonna happen?
Yeah.
What
don't
the
like
fuck
him.
do you think's gonna happen? Falcon's gonna be Captain America at the end of the day.
He,
Oh, yeah,
Steve
supposedly-
Rogers will eventually come
supposedly
back.
He even said, like, in an interview, he's like, "Oh, I wanted the actual suit."
Yeah, he's
And they wouldn't give it to
because he's getting people mad.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
fucking
well,
smart.
He's a good heel.
He's killing it.
Plus, he has a job when he's U.S. agent at the end. So, like,
Yeah.
I still don't like him.
His head, his
And his arrogant
I
face.
seen there's like people get death threats. I'm like, well, first off, how serious is that actual death?
You
threat?
just, you
And
should
why would
see
you
how
waste
he
the
walks.
time?
I mean, death throats aren't as bad
No.
No,
that's-
it's not like the
as,
50s.
as tanking a movie theater. Tanking Godzilla vs King Kong.
Yeah, that's terrible. That's awful.
I mean, threatening to kill a guy is a little worse.
I mean, they shouldn't do that.
They're not.
He's just doing his job.
I mean, if you are serious, you got major problems.
Some people are crazy.
I'm mad that you're the guy that is the guy because the guy that plays the guy is not doing it no more. So I'm mad.
Yeah.
I
Why
just
don't
don't
they be
like
mad
him.
at him?
Yeah.
The original guy. I'd be like,
Yeah,
why the
be
fuck
mad-
did you
yeah,
let
why
us
d-
down?
Send a death threat to Chris Evans.
Why did you leave the movie franchise for some puss?
He'll be back. Name
He
what
hasn't-
movie he's done since.
He has an arrogant air about him, and I don't like him. He's arrogant, and he sucks.
And he sucks.
He
Just
just
looking through some news here, see if we're missing.
thinking he
anything.
has the right to work with Bucky and Sam
You mean
Wilson.
the Mad Hatter?
Sure.
Godzilla vs
Whatever he
King
wants to
Kong
be.
is out. I haven't watched it yet. Maybe we'll watch it and
Some
talk
people
about
that
it.
like monster movies, they like it.
Yeah, people say it
Yeah.
was really fun. I love monster movies. I'll watch it.
I've never really been into it, but I don't hate them.
I don't like them.
New Suicide Squad trailer dropped. The
Yeah.
new Red Band trailer.
Won't watch it. Just gonna watch the movie. I don't want to see a second of it before I watch the movie.
Yeah.
John Cena, Peacemaker.
John Cena had a funny line in the trailer.
I've-
Can I say it, or you don't want to know at all?
I heard it already.
Pretty much where they're like, because his character that he portrays
Don't
is
know
supposed
him.
to be the
His
It-
character makes no sense.
his character's like Captain America, where he's completely goody two shoes and he'll do anything for his country, even if that means
Killing himself.
killing people.
He
Oh.
hates violence, but if the only way to deal with violence is to be violent, then he'll be violent. He'll be-
Oh,
he'll be-
that's what Mark said. I'm like, I don't get it.
makes
Yeah.
no sense.
Yeah.
So the one scene is like, if something about this, if this entire beach was fucking lined with cocks, you would choke on every single one.
Yes.
To fucking, and he's like,
Ugh.
he goes, if the pursuit of justice was for me to choke on every dick on this beach, I would do it. But it just
That's what he said.
just
I
to
was
hear-
dying.
just
I
for
was
John
like,
Cena to say that is funny.
He's like his character is so over the top. Almost Suicide
Yeah.
Squad characters.
but is the
I love him though.
it is the
He's so
most
great.
watched Red Band trailer of all time right now.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, people are really excited
I'm
for
looking
it.
forward to it.
I'll have to watch the new one. I didn't see the new trailer. I just love
It's
John
weird. It's
Cena.
like this one has a lot of goodwill around. I think because James Gunn's is directing it.
He's good though. He's a really good director.
Jason Ackles is going to be Batman.
Jensen.
Jensen. He will be
Get it
Batman
right.
in
Jump
the
over
Long
the table.
Halloween
Yeah, because he
animated.
was Red Hood and Under the Red Hood.
Mhm.
So that's pretty exciting.
Yeah,
He's gonna be
that should
really
be a good
good.
one.
I love Jensen.
A lot of people really like that story. I didn't really care for it, but I'll watch the movie.
I just love Jensen
People
and
are
Batman.
complaining Xbox Gold games were horrible, and they're like,
Oh,
this
they
is
were
fucking
really-
bullshit.
They were really bad, but they do want you to get Game Pass. So,
Yes.
I mean,
And also, Xbox does a fucking real big dick swinging move. They paid money to Sony to get the rights to have MLB The Show, which is, you're not a sports fan, so it does pretty much nothing for anyone at this table
Yeah.
here.
no.
But it is but it is a major franchise.
Were they making that?
The only way
Have
you
they
go,
been making that game though? Has that been
Oh.
coming out?
the show,
Yeah.
It's been around
it's been
for a
a
long
Sony
time.
exclusive.
Oh yeah, I thought they stopped making
PlayStation.
that.
No,
Oh okay.
it's a
Like
PlayStation.
games, NFL Game Day, they stopped making that.
Yeah, so NFL is on every platform.
Mhm.
Basketball's on every platform.
Mhm.
Baseball is not.
Oh, was it?
ML
Oh, I didn't know that.
Baseball has been pretty much exclusive to
Oh, that's
PlayStation
not right.
for a long time. So Xbox kind of said, "Hey, PlayStation Studios, we would like for you to, bring the show over to Xbox."
Mhm.
And somehow, I don't know what they did or what they're. I think there's bargaining chips that we don't know about or a play.
Now,
I better get Fable.
does Sony make
Oh,
that?
you're not getting Fable.
Does Sony make that
It's
game?
only
Yes.
fair.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't.
No, it's
or does
definitely
Sony
not
own the?
You can get rid of the sport games
Yeah.
completely.
I
no one's gonna
think
care.
I think you might.
I don't
get,
care either. I
Is
just
it a
want Fable.
roundabout where
I'll take
where
whatever I
Sony
can
owns
get.
the studio that makes that game?
Yes, it's a
So,
Sony studio game.
Oh, is it? But it's not like like Sony owns Bob's Brothers.
No, this
studio,
is
and Bob's
this
Brothers
is
makes it.
I don't know
It's
the
just a
exact
game.
name.
I don't know,
but
but obviously I don't follow sports.
I don't play this one. I don't play any sports games. I only ever played NBA Jam.
They need to
That's
bring
why
back
we're on not
backyard
high
baseball.
school.
Oh yeah, that
I'll
looks
play
pretty
that.
cool.
They
It
were
is
fun.
produced by Sony Interactive Studios.
Wow.
Yes.
Now, when the game's on Xbox Live, does the PlayStation logo come up
Yes.
or Sony? Because Sony's different. Because
Mhm.
that's
We'll be seeing that very soon on PlayStation as well. When the new Bethesda games that they've already paid those exclusive rights for,
we'll say Xbox.
it will say when you boot up your system, it will say Xbox Studios.
Yeah.
Yeah.
until they don't make games for PlayStation.
Well,
Well, who knows? Maybe this is a bargaining chip where maybe you're going to get a Bethesda game here or there because you're like, hey, will you play ball and you give us baseball? Maybe we'll give you Elder Scrolls or we'll give you
Yes.
another something like. I think maybe they're playing bargain chips a little bit.
Maybe.
I better get more Skyrim.
But here's the weird thing.
See, if
Not-
I was to spend millions of dollars though, you ain't getting my fucking game. Fuck you.
I
You know?
think Xbox is very well
But I know there's more money to be made.
Yeah.
if you make it for all.
I think
systems.
Xbox is very comfortable saying it's exclusive. It is what it is.
Mhm.
But you have some things that we're interested in. We're willing to bargain.
Yeah.
Because they have
Maybe.
Octopath now. They have Octopath Traveler.
Yeah, Octopath Traveler's
But
now.
that wasn't. A lot of people are like, oh, it was a Nintendo game. No, it was a Square game that was just on Nintendo.
Yes,
So I mean,
but also
it's cool that they
but
got
also they probably went to Nintendo and said, "Hey, we're sitting on Banjo-Kazooie. You want to put them in your game?"
Yeah, but-
yes,
it
bring
wasn't.
it back.
It wasn't Nintendo's decision to move Octopath to.
But I think Square. I think
So
it was
cute,
like they had a
really
contract
cute.
that said, "Hey, it will be
Yeah.
this," and then Square's like, "Oh, Xbox wants it. Here you go."
yeah, I think Xbox is trying to use bargaining chips with stuff here and there.
I better see Banjo Kazooie again. That's all I have to say.
You got him in Smash as of now. We'll see how it goes. But
I want him back for a regular game, a whole game.
so not only is the show coming to Xbox, but on April 1st, people thought they were being fucked with because on their Game Pass, MLB The Show 2021 is
Showed up.
there on Game Pass. A Sony exclusive at one point
Mhm.
in time is now not only do you don't go out and buy it for $60,
It's free.
it's free on your Game Pass.
That's awesome.
That's fucking crazy. Sony isn't even giving it to their people under subscription.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. Our friend thought it was an April Fool's joke. Matt,
You know what was the Microsoft by Sega? That was a fake thing.
Yeah.
But I could see that happening. But it was. Fake.
I think you're going to see Microsoft by the end of the year probably pick up 2 more studios.
I mean,
well, they
maybe.
better be sharing these studios. I better see some Fable. I better see some.
But I mean, how many studios?
Banjo-Kazooie.
Do
You're not getting Fable.
many studios?
Fable's been
Nope.
exclusive. And,
Yeah.
and
Well,
listen,
they want Nintendo. I want Fable.
No.
well, here's the
I
problem.
make these decisions, guys. It's me, obviously.
I don't like that because if every game's on every system, what's the point of multiple systems?
There is none.
See, I don't
Um,
like that. I like have some exclusives.
It's kind of funny because Xbox was kind of getting sand kicked in its face for the entire last generation. Like,
No, 360 won that one.
Well, I mean, but when it
Oh,
comes to
Xbox
exclusive
One,
games,
yeah.
you have no games. You have no games. Your system's not stronger than our system. And then they're like, oh, now we're stronger. Well, you still don't have games. Oh, now we have 25 studios
Yeah.
to your 10.
Well, where are their games?
Well, they're all in development right now.
Well,
But
You better do
that can be said
something.
for both right now.
yeah.
So, in other news,
Yeah.
Xbox put a thing. I think it
The
was
fridge?
Xbox. No, yeah, there's a poll that if you
It got
if
passed. It's happening.
Xbox, awesome.
Well, did you see that
It's
video
gonna
with
be
The
a mini
Rock
fridge.
opening the box and it has Xbox logo on it?
Yeah.
And he said he's going to reveal it soon. I think that's the fridge.
That's
The Rock's
awesome.
energy drinks,
I'm
which I haven't
gonna
had.
buy a fridge.
I want an Xbox mini fridge because it looks like the
Yeah.
Xbox, but you open it.
Yep.
And I hope they have the green lights on the inside.
yeah, that'd
like
be
it is in
awesome.
That video. It's
Xbox will move forward with the Series X mini fridges. Mini fridges.
Yeah, I
so they're
sure
not even
Yeah.
full fridges, like full size. They're
But
minis.
still, that's cool.
Cute.
I don't care what the
Can't
price
imagine
is.
what a
I'm buying.
full-size one would
I don't
Too
need a mini
much.
fridge, but I want one.
Yeah, I already
Xbox
have
one.
a mini fridge, but not an Xbox mini fridge.
I have 0. Just one fridge is fine.
Yeah. It'll be a nice beer fridge for my game room.
And I hope they do like the little light that turns on the Xbox.
What
symbol.
if it
Heidi,
opens
really
and
not
makes the
liking
Xbox
these
sound?
ideas.
I
Like that?
think the big one.
Heidi,
did.
you better
That'd be
treat
awesome.
yourself to clothes, hair, spa days.
Oh well, no, you get those discount for clothes now. Kind of wrestling related, but it is podcast, which is still under pop culture. Pretty cool news is Stone Cold kind of announced also on April Fool's the
Yeah.
next day that
Signing with Slim Jim.
that
What?
he announced his next guest for his
I
podcast.
thought it was fake at first. Yeah, Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho is going to be on Stone Cold's podcast, which also airs on the WWE
Okay, so-
network.
Well,
What's wrong
hey,
with that?
hey, hold on.
Why is that
Not
weird?
the
That's
WWE
what- yeah,
network
that's my
anymore.
because he's
question.
part of AEW.
It's Peacock now,
Right. Okay.
so WWE
Oh.
doesn't own it anymore.
yeah.
Yeah, they lost too much money, I bet.
It's just very
because-
interesting to see a guy who cross
Yeah,
shipped.
to technically be in the WWE thing, but he's not.
Yeah, but like,
I don't think
it's
that's
a
that
Stone Cold
weird.
Show, it's like his. Show.
Yes, but his
Not
show was on the
affiliated.
WWE network, so WWE funds Stone Cold show.
But not
but
anymore.
now the show
I
is on
guess.
Peacock, so
It's weird.
Anybody
Now it's
can show up on
NBC.
Peacock.
WWE is really weird, but once you leave,
Yeah, they
Yeah.
hate you,
yeah,
or you don't. Exist.
Well, I didn't know it was like affiliated. I thought it was
How
his
can
own
you-
show. Like, by
Yeah.
itself. I didn't know it was like
Yeah.
strictly WWE.
Yeah, so
I-
it is something.
yeah,
I'm like,
it's
wow.
interesting.
And then
I'm
Stone
interested in
Cold.
the conflict,
What?
yeah.
Tell me about AEW.
Hey,
tell me
what's going on down there,
That Kenny Omega's something else.
You God damn it.
Yeah, goddamn.
Who's
Like
that?
that'd be funny.
Stone Cold.
That's not called.
Oh, I love
I like
Stone
it.
Cold. Let me tell you, I think they're friends, and I think NBC now funds Stone Cold, so Vince can just deal with it.
Yeah, it's
Maybe
interesting.
treat your wrestlers right, buddy.
I agree 100%.
Look who they all like Andrade. Is that how you say Andrade?
Yeah.
Look what they did to him. Come on
Oh,
now,
he's not even close to the only one that's happening to, too.
Aleister Black.
Yeah,
Lana.
A lot of them.
Who else?
Poor Aleister Black. At least Andrade got out.
Yeah. And Charlotte had to throw her weight around. Like, come
You
on.
better watch out, or Charlotte might get out too.
Remember I
Good,
told
let
you?
her go.
Remember when we talked about it last week? Last
Yeah,
time.
I never thought.
And
she'd
I
leave
said,
for-
I said, it's weird that he's leaving. And then when he came out, he did a tell-all interview, pretty much saying
Good
like
for him.
he pretty much said, "Hey, WWE's a fucking piece of shit.
They
never,
are.
They never wanted
Everyone
me."
that leaves says that. It's
Yeah,
like,
they said they never wanted me. The only reason I was NXT champion is because they wanted to get. I was a transitional champion to get the belt off of Alice, to get it off Johnny Gargano.
no,
And I
Adam
love
Cole, 'cause
Johnny.
They said
He was too small.
Whoever
Who's too
was too small to
Adam Cole. It was either
did
Honor
he
Cole or
beat-
Johnny
he-
Gargano.
Yeah, he
beat
lost
Gar-
it to Drew, right?
Yeah, he beat Drew for the belt. Then he battled Gargano for it. Then dropped it to Adam Cole.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Who's this? Andrade?
Andrade.
Oh, Andrade.
And then he said he went to the main roster. He started dating Charlotte. He said Charlotte is being bullied in the locker room.
I saw that because she's one of the few people who can carry a 20-minute match. Like, really? Well, then maybe step up your game, girls.
Not
And I
ju-
love the girls.
Not just that. There's girls taking photos of Charlotte while she's changing in the locker room.
That's not right.
Why would they do that to her?
Maybe
That's
she will
disgusting.
be on the way out.
That's dirty.
Yeah.
Why
And
would who's doing that to her?
Yeah,
he,
that's-
he didn't say names. He
That's
just said
sexual
it's
harassment.
being
That
done to
is.
her. And she's complained and nothing has been done
Mm.
about it.
Oh, that's
Crazy.
disgusting.
And how about they said, "You're pregnant?" She goes, "No, I'm not." And
Yeah,
they go, "We
she-
tested and you're pregnant." And then she went and took her to her pregnancy.
She goes,
test.
he goes, you're they said
I'm not pregnant.
you're pregnant and you're off of WrestleMania.
What?
Oh, because she stood up for Andrade.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
So
She is not
so
pregnant.
So she went and got her own blood test and came back that she's not pregnant, and now she's back on the card.
What a bunch
Crazy.
of asses.
So they're fucking with her.
And Andy and I met Charlotte. She is so sweet.
Yeah.
She's one of the sweetest people I have ever talked
I don't
to.
know why would you fuck with her? I don't.
That's Ric Flair.
WWE thinks like,
Come on.
you need us. We
Yeah,
don't need you.
and they're gonna be in for a rude fucking awakening.
Oh, just wait.
AEW's around now, so like, she
That's
can go
right.
and be a star there.
and
Ashley
and-
Flair.
and not only AEW, they're like, hey, you maybe you're not going to contract with AEW, but go work fucking Ring of Honor, go work New Japan, go work
Everywhere.
You're still welcome here.
Yeah.
You,
Like
you
Tony
can
Khan's like, go wherever you
Come
want.
on.
go wherever you want, and the door's always open.
And everyone says, oh, I listened to Christian was on Chris Jericho's thing, and then he's saying how good of a dude Tony Khan is.
yeah,
Whereas Vince, it's like, it's my way, it's my way. And
Vince
it's like,
needs to go.
and like Christian said, he didn't even talk to Vince like when he wasn't Royal Rumble. He's like, I didn't talk to him in so long, and it's like,
didn't give a shit about.
yeah, he didn't give a shit. And then he's like, but Tony Khan's so nice. He's telling me about matches I forgot, and like,
Yeah.
It means a big difference when you have a boss that's an asshole and one that's very nice to you.
Mhm.
It's. I'll tell you
What
what,
do
like
they say?
just
That's like the main reason people leave a job.
yeah,
Yeah.
People don't leave
I
bad
I
jobs;
left
they leave
jobs
bad
over that.
bosses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you could be getting paid the world, but if your boss is an asshole and you hate him,
I'll say this: it's Patreon, so not many people are going to hear it. But I'll say this: I had experience twice now with Leapfrog. I had a 2-day experience with Leapfrog.
no, I was like, where are we going?
I fucking
I
thought
didn't
you were
know either.
I'm
The
not.
place I work is a fucking asshole boss.
Oh, I mean that
That
happens.
guy that
too.
works in HR. Man.
That HR guy, he's a piece of shit. No, I'm not a talent, obviously, so I don't know what it's like to be a talent in a wrestling locker
Mhm.
room and dealing. But honestly, just from my small interactions, I'd work for Chris Levine any day of the fucking week.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Real good guy.
Yeah.
And not only is he a good guy and he has a vision for what his show wants to be, if you walk up to him and you're like, hey, I have an idea, he'll fucking listen to you.
Mhm.
It's not my way or the highway.
Yeah. And I think this dude, not only do I think this dude is a super talented referee, but I think he has the potential to make really good content.
Yeah.
And he has been with Cat
Good.
I think it can be something.
Good.
I
I
agree.
mean, it needs work like everything, but you know, it could happen.
But he's open to
It's
hearing
still-
people
it's-
out.
But it's not even a year old, is it?
No,
Or maybe it's a
it's
year
about
old?
to come up on a year.
So, you know,
Man,
Super
my
cool stuff.
heart's my heart's breaking for Charlotte. I didn't know she was being treated like
I
that.
never
and
thought-
poor Andrade.
she would leave, but after reading that, I'm like,
She better quit.
she might take off.
I hope she sues them. And then Andrade, I read that article you had posted, Andy. I think it was you. The tell-all. My heart really broke for him.
Yeah.
That
they
how
kinda-
he was treated.
As they say, they did him dirty.
Yeah.
I don't blame
Yeah.
him for leaving.
That's really
He said,
sad.
well, he claims now, well, true it is, that they were going to give him a $3 million contract. So he walked away from guaranteed $3 million. You know, it's
Good.
bad if you're walking away from that.
Yeah. And the only reason
Yeah.
they gave him $3 million is to probably keep Charlotte happy, keep
Yeah.
him in the locker room,
And just keep him, yeah.
keep him from not working somewhere
Yeah, and they
else.
said, you want to go back to NXT for a year, and then maybe we'll bring you up to main rosters.
No.
I would have.
Roll out.
Yeah, I'll go back to NXT. But
Oh yeah, because he worked for
I don't blame him if he didn't
Triple
want to go
H.
back.
But even Triple H didn't like you working with him.
Oh, Triple H didn't like working with.
When
What's
he-
wrong?
When he was there, he was like, "You're a transitional champion. You'll never be like the big thing here."
Why would he say that to him?
Also, his writing partner was Selena Vega, who was very openly saying, "Go fuck yourself," and the way you're doing business.
Yeah.
Oh, I like Selena. Well, Selena and Paige quit because they couldn't
Well,
have their side business.
Paige is still employed.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought she had to quit because
No, she's still there.
Oh no, when Selena and Paige both put their foot down and like, oh, we're not quitting Twitch. We're not quitting Twitch. We're not quitting any of that. We make more money streaming not being used but in the company than we do being hired by you. And pretty much they turned around and said, well, Paige, you can keep your Twitter, but Selena, you're fired.
wow,
Essentially what happened.
Yeah.
that's shitty. I feel bad for all of them, and to have Charlotte being body shamed like that's disgusting.
Don't so much as being body shamed, but she's definitely being sexually harassed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sexually
We're
harassed.
taking
body
pictures of
shamed.
anybody, no matter what they look like. If they're hot or ugly. You don't take pictures of people.
Especially when they're changing.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Stupid. Yeah, I think that's for the most part news wise. I'm just looking through some stuff that we might have missed.
DC has a thing going on Twitter right now where you
Yes,
can
yes.
vote for the new series, and if you scroll down, they have like a vote for each one, like a vote for a new Lobo book or vote for a new, I think Swamp Thing book, and they have like all the fights, so you can pick, and then the winner gets published, and probably some of them will get published too.
Oh.
But it's fun.
I do have one more thing. The Fortnite introduced raptors to the game.
That was weird.
Yeah.
Now, do you play as the raptor? Or can
No.
you ride a raptor?
So-
you like hatch them and then they're on your team and they'll attack people.
In
Oh.
this season, you can build cloaks, and there's animals running around that you can either kill or like make them come with you
No.
and fight with you.
And they added kind of like a structure in the game that looks like an enclosure from Jurassic Park.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
but that came from last season,
Mm.
so we were expecting kind of Jurassic Park, but not. I wasn't expecting this.
So they probably couldn't get Jurassic Park, but they're like, well, let's get as close as we can. You know?
Well, I wouldn't say they couldn't get Jurassic Park.
Well,
They've
maybe
been-
for right now. I
they've
mean,
been getting movie
yeah,
franchises
yeah.
that blows me away. It's like I said, it's the only game where you can literally play as Batman and Captain America and be on the same team and go fight each other.
Yeah.
It's kind of a weird thing. I literally was about to say
Well,
something and I forgot where I was.
I have a Obi-Wan. The Obi-Wan show has been fully casted. They said who they have on their cast, but they didn't say who's playing what besides like Obi-Wan and Darth Vader. So we have a good cast for that.
I got cast as Droid 3.
There you go.
Oh, so I'm doing this thing on the page. We're doing a pick'em thing. DC versus DC or Marvel. I'm not saying versus because
I pick them.
just like which one
You pick 'em up, you
which
put 'em
one
down.
which one do you think which one would you pick if you had to pick one or the other? One had to disappear forever.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. It's not who would win in a fight.
So who do you like more?
Pretty much who would you like more?
Do
And
you want chocolate or vanilla ice cream?
Marvel all
Chocolate.
day.
pretty much. Well,
Chocolate.
that's interesting. That I want to see exactly where people lie with certain things
Oh,
and if
I
they would
didn't see
pick.
that. I missed that.
I think there's some cool things. So the first one we did that's up right now is Justice League or the Avengers.
Mhm.
So this can be comic books, video games, movies, and it's not so much who would win in a fight with Justice League.
I hope it ain't video games because
Yeah.
that's the one side.
And then what I also encourage people to do is if you do pick a side,
Explain.
not so much explain, but be like, hey, if you're into this, go check out. Like I said I picked Justice League over Avengers. I relate to those characters more. I like those characters more, and I really really enjoyed the New 52 line. Like the New 52 Justice League
It was okay.
brought me back to comic books, and I was really excited. Like I was looking forward to the next issue.
Yeah.
I will give you the next teaser for tomorrow.
I would recommend the Justice League cartoon. And
Yeah,
the Justice
that
League
was a good
Unlimited
show.
cartoon.
Yeah, the anime is awesome.
They're very good.
I put the Avengers.
I think the only thing Avengers wise, I mean, the new Avengers game is kind of meh, but the
Yeah, I agree.
the Ultimate Alliance game is fun.
Yeah, Ultimate Alliance is fantastic.
And-
That's Marvel overall.
Yeah, and I think when it comes to like overall
And-
cinematic movie, Marvel's winning.
Yeah, and I would give it to
I went based on the
what's it called?
movies.
Capcom versus Marvel.
Yeah.
They're very good
Oh
fights.
yeah, that game is great.
DC, aside from Arkham Asylum, the games have not been kind.
Yeah, well, we'll see how the new Gotham game comes out and the new Suicide Squad game.
Yeah, hopefully they're good, but they're Batman games. Batman games are usually good, but everybody else.
That's a
gets
good
the
universe.
shaft.
That's
There's an Aquaman game for 360, and boy, is it all.
the last category is pretty much going to come down to complete package. Pick one versus the other, which I feel I think I'm going to pick the heaviest hitting DC franchise and the heaviest hitting Marvel franchise.
Batman, Spider-Man.
Yep,
Oh, I'd say X-Men.
over Spider-Man. I think Spider-Man's more universally known.
Yeah.
Only because of the movie now.
I think just in general. I think if
Yeah,
you told
overall.
the average person who doesn't read comic books to name your 5 villains that you heard of their names, I think they're either going to name you Batman or Spider-Man villains.
Oh, DC Batman, definitely.
I think the first villain someone would say would probably be Lex Luthor.
Really? I'd say Joker.
Okay, yeah, Joker.
Yeah, I'd say Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Them two. I think people would have a hard time naming one Marvel villain.
I think they go
They probably
Thanos.
they probably say like
Green Goblin.
I think they
Yeah.
would. I think they would go Green Goblin. I think they go Loki,
yeah, because
Yeah,
Loki will be
Loki.
popular soon.
Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
But Doctor Doom's kind of a stretch for a casual.
Yeah,
I think they would go
Thanos
like
probably be going with the
Rhino,
movies.
Rhino,
Even
Venom,
That's maybe Venom. But
Doctor
Venom's a good guy.
Octopus.
Catwoman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you would get Batman villains.
Yeah.
If you
But-
said name me
Definitely Batman.
Yeah, I can't
5
name any
super
Marvel
villains,
ones.
they'd probably all be Batman.
The next one that I'm going to be posting up tomorrow is your X-Men.
Good.
X-Men
love
go
them.
head to head against Teen Titans.
X-Men.
Oh,
Okay.
X-Men are
Oh.
gonna wallop them.
X-Men forever. There's a crossover and it came out in the 80s and it's pretty good.
Yeah.
X-Men will win all categories. Doesn't matter who they go against. Even Superman, he's gonna die.
X-Men's good. I like X-Men a lot. But
He's gonna eat it.
I think if you really break it down, I think Teen Titans has some pretty good sleeping. Like I think their animateds were cool. I think like their comic book line's pretty fun.
So
Not better than
I've only read a
X-Men.
couple Teen Titans, but I mean that's
would you rather
that's
watch New
one-sided.
Mutants or the Titan show?
New Mutants. New Mutant. I keep telling you guys to watch
I
it.
don't know.
Watch
Yeah.
it.
I don't.
It is
Do you want to
good.
get punched in the face or kicked in the face?
Yeah.
It's so good. You guys have to
Fine.
give it a chance. What's wrong with you? Gotta
I'd
give it a
rather
chance.
punch than kick.
Heard the Mutants was the shit,
Yeah, I didn't hear it.
and I heard Titans was okay.
Actually, I'm just gonna go.
New
I'm gonna
Mutants
go
was
through
good,
the list.
guys.
I'm gonna go through
I
the
didn't
list
see
'cause
them,
this is
so I
Patreon.
can't say.
Why doesn't anybody
I mean-
listen to me instead of like
Who has
people
better
you don't
stories
know?
overall,
at
comic
least you
wise?
know me?
X-Men.
X-Men, but there's more.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's the Judas Contract. That's the most famous Teen Titans story.
I don't know anything about Teen Titans. Nothing.
But I think they're a good team. I think it's a good rival team. Like obviously, I think every category here you're gonna lean one way or the other.
It'll kind of be like, who's a better wrestler, Shawn Michaels or Hangman Page? Hangman's really good, but
Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
well done.
So then I'm gonna go through them here. And some of them are similar characters where maybe they're very very similar. Which one would you choose over the other? So we have Flash or Quicksilver.
Quicksilver.
Flash.
Flash. I'd say Flash.
Well,
What?
you don't
I
get
don't know
Flash.
Quicksilver.
You get Kid Flash.
You have to
a
say
difference.
which Flash also, because
There's-
there's like 500 flashes.
You can't have Barry Allen in
Why?
the Teen Titans because Wally West
Oh.
is
No,
in
no,
the
no.
Teen Titans.
It's a whole nother category.
Oh,
Oh, just in general.
we're not doing Teen Titans X-Men anymore.
No, we're on the next one.
Oh,
Quicksilver.
okay. Oh, sorry.
Quicksilver.
I
Flash is better.
I don't know.
I'd say
Flash is a
Flash.
better
But you also
More
have to
rounded
specify.
character overall.
You have to specify which Flash, because there's like 500 of them.
I would take any
Barry
Flash over.
I only like
Quicksilver.
Barry
I
Allen,
like Barry Allen.
and I only like Barry Allen on TV.
Yeah, I will agree.
I would even take Wally over.
No, always Quicksilver,
Wally's good.
even over Barry Allen.
Wally.
Pietro for the win.
I'm not a big Quicksilver guy, so I would take Flash.
I love Quicksilver.
Green Arrow or Hawkeye?
Hawkeye.
I don't know.
I'd say Green Arrow.
I have no idea.
I love
I don't
Stephen
know.
Amell Ollie,
I
but
think I
that's only Ollie.
lean a little more towards Green Arrow there. I've read more Green Arrow.
I might be
stories.
Hawkeye.
I'm always Hawkeye.
Here you go. Heavy hitter here. Batman, Iron Man.
Batman.
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 Yeah, there's more Batman.
I don't
stories
like
that are
choosing
better.
between those two, but I'm gonna go Tony Stark.
Superman, Captain Marvel.
Captain
Superman.
Marvel. Superman's boring and too perfect.
I think Superman has more
The
overall.
girl, the one we just watched.
I would rather read a Captain Marvel story.
I agree. Yeah,
Yep.
Superman.
Always-
I give Superman his respect
Yeah.
for being the OG.
I mean, there's tons of Superman stories that are good.
too
yeah,
boring.
but I think he's too cornbread.
What book do I currently get? Captain Marvel. I don't get Superman.
So boring.
Joker or Loki?
Loki, he's hilarious.
It depends on the style of Joker.
Yeah.
If he's a nice mid ground between super crazy but fun, I'm all right. If
I'm going Joker
if
over
it's too
Loki all
dark
day.
or too funny, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm kind of with him.
Yeah.
Loki's great. He's so funny.
In 3
And
months,
witty.
everyone's gonna say Loki because when the show comes out,
Yeah.
he's a very likable character. Well,
He
the guy
is.
that plays him.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, he's so
I don't know
good.
when I hear a voice of the villain, and I just that Mark Hamill kicks in. It's
Oh
just-
yeah.
yeah.
I love
it's,
Mark
it's
Hamill.
It's too iconic for me. I'd go Joker over Loki. Like Loki, but I go Joker. Here's another team battle here. I think Andy's gonna be it's gonna be a tough one for Andy here. The Guardians of the Galaxy or the Green Lantern
Green Lantern
Corps.
Corps.
Yeah,
I don't have to
Guardians.
spend 1 second on
Green
that.
Lantern.
Green
I
Lantern's
don't know
boring.
either one.
I've never seen Guardians in any form.
yeah.
Guardians is hilarious.
Surprised you have.
And
Really?
Yeah, I've never watched.
Oh, well, I
it.
think,
I
I,
never
think, I
watched
think
it.
you would like it.
I don't know
I've
the
seen them
Green
in like
Lantern one.
Avengers
Yeah.
and stuff.
I think you would like
But
the
I
first.
think you would
This
like
one,
it.
this one, I probably should have went a different direction here, but I did the obvious one
Mhm.
later on with the different characters, but I went Deathstroke or Crossbones.
Deathstroke.
I don't know Crossbones.
I have to go
Crossbones is
with
kind of lame.
So Deathstroke.
Deathstroke because I have
is
no idea who
Slade.
Crossbones
Wait, which
is.
one is
Slade
Deathstroke?
Wilson.
Now, normally you would go
Okay.
Deathstroke or Deadpool,
Okay.
but I think there's a better matchup for Deadpool that I picked.
I don't even know who Crossbones is.
He was in
Yeah.
Was he in Civil War and he dies in the beginning?
Yeah, he's in the very beginning.
He's not a very
I slept through half of them.
Black
Helen
Canary,
Harry.
Black Widow.
I don't. Does she have superpowers?
No, they're
They-
both
yeah.
equally like they're equally mad.
I don't.
Canary's
I
a
think I kind
metahuman.
of like Black Canary
I
a little
know.
bit
I like
more.
Black
With the
Canary.
Sonic Scream,
Yeah.
Dinah Lance.
I like her.
I think I'm gonna finally pick a
Oh, Black
DC.
Widow's
know
pretty
her
cool.
from the
The
movie,
current
though.
Black Widow book's very good. So.
I
Yeah.
only know her from that movie.
This one
Okay.
is I'm going to lean towards Marvel on this one. Adam or Ant-Man.
Oh, you mean
Ant-Man.
the
Ant-Man.
Captain Adam, the Atom?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you mean the guy that shrinks?
Yes,
Oh,
Adam.
okay. Captain Adam's a different person.
Yeah, Adam
If
versus
it's
Ant-Man.
Paul Rudd.
Oh, the Atom.
Ant Man.
Yeah, Paul Rudd.
If it's Paul Rudd.
I like Ant Man too, but I've never seen a live action Atom. So
I think Adam was on
He's in.
the
Oh,
The TV
he's
show.
on the
The
TV
TV
show.
show.
Yeah.
He's
was he in
played
Legends?
guy who played Superman.
yeah.
Oh, that's
Smallville.
right, yeah.
Brandon.
Flash.
Is it Brandon?
Brandon Ruth. Yeah, I forgot about that. He was pretty good. But
Yeah.
Paul Rudd's more cool.
Yeah, I like
He's
Paul Rudd.
arrogant. Adam is the cheap version of Tony Stark.
Yeah,
in
he's
DC
kind of like
world.
Iron Man in that.
And I hate
You ever
that.
watch Legends of Tomorrow? It isn't a bad show.
Yeah,
I think
I like
I think if you look at the timeline though, I think Adam was created first and then
Well,
Ant-Man was
comic
created.
Adam has nothing to do with show Adam.
Yeah, but I'm saying like time like a lot of characters you get from Marvel.
I don't
think
know
DC
who's
made them
first.
first.
Well,
I
some-
disagree with that.
Some are first and some
Timeline wise,
Some are real
they
close.
were created first.
I can look it up and see if Adam was beat Ant Man.
Darkseid or Thanos.
Thanos.
Thanos. I don't
Over
even know.
Dark- I like
I don't know
like
who
Darkseid as a
Darkseid
villain. I like Thanos, but I like Darkseid.
He's at the
more.
end of the
I never heard of Darkseid before.
He was created to be that character, and then they made Thanos to be like him. They're very similar.
Yeah, I never heard of
They came
Darkseid
out
before.
about the same time too.
Yeah.
That's what like one would make a character and then one would make another one. Like some are months apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never heard Darkseid before. Snyder Cut.
We're gonna have a battle of the Doctors.
Doctor Strange versus.
Doctor Who. No.
Doctor Strange versus Doctor Fate.
Oh, Doctor Strange all day.
I don't even know who Doctor
Yeah, I don't
Fate is.
either.
So Doctor Strange.
But if it's Benedict Cumberbatch,
Fate is a cool
Yeah,
character, but
but-
I will go with Doctor.
He's cool, but I don't. And then he's like crazy sometimes.
This
and
one's
picks up
100% all day Marvel over DC for me. Doom Patrol versus Fantastic Four.
Fantastic.
Oh, Fantastic
on.
Four.
What's
I don't even
Doom
know
Patrol?
who Doom
Yeah.
Patrol is.
is that like Paw Patrol?
Kind of.
The-
Deadpool versus pretty much what I would say DC kind of remodeled this character to be like their version of Deadpool, Harley Quinn.
Oh, I don't like
I'll
that
take Harley.
battle.
Yeah, I'd take Harley.
I don't like choosing between these two.
It's interesting because Deadpool was created to be a spoof of a DC character. Then DC was kind of like, cool, we'll spoof Harley Quinn to be like your Daredevil, to be like your Deadpool.
I don't think they're anything alike, though. I don't think so.
The way she's quirky and she breaks the fourth wall and she's aware, like she's not fully aware she's in a comic,
So-
but she does speak to the audience a lot now. She's a lot more over the top than she was
Yeah.
before.
The Atom came out in
Oh.
1961 and Ant Man came out in 1962.
Oh
So
wow,
they are very close. I
Yeah.
think Aquaman and Namor are even closer. I think they're months apart.
well, funny you'd say that. Because,
There's also a Swamp Thing Man Thing, and they came out months. I think it may even be the same, like 1 month or 2 months. apart.
Zatanna versus
I didn't even
Scarlet.
give an answer yet.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
You did that to me before.
Harley
when
Quinn, Deadpool. I'd go Harley.
I'm gonna have
I
to go
like- I like
Harley
Harley
because I
more.
didn't give an answer for Black Canary and Black Widow either. So I'm gonna have to go Harley and Black Canary.
Canary was awesome in the new Harley Quinn movie.
Mm.
She was.
I
I
love
just
her a
wish they
lot.
would have
She's
Reference.
beautiful too. Oh, she's
her
so pretty.
powers instead of it being like no powers in this entire movie. Bam, powers.
yeah.
Like what the fuck just happened?
She learned she had them.
I get it, but don't do that. After credit
Don't
scene,
do that.
Yeah.
not in the middle of no powers.
I thought she had it the whole time and didn't want to tell him.
Yeah.
Or that too. We don't really know. Zatanna versus Scarlet Witch.
Scarlet
if,
Witch.
If it was 2 months ago, everyone would say Santana.
Who's Santana?
She's
the guy
like
who
the, she's
plays
like
guitar?
the she's like the magic.
Did you ever see her in Smallville? She's smoking hot.
Yeah.
Bring up a picture. My God.
I always like Scarlet Witch. She's one of my like top 5 favorite mutants.
I think I like Zatanna because she says all the stuff backwards and
Mhm.
things. It's pretty.
Here's an interesting one. The Red Hood versus Winter Soldier.
Bucky all day.
I like Red Hood more,
No, I didn't.
but
Oh,
right now
Todd,
everyone's
baby.
gonna say
No.
Bucky.
Winter Soldier.
It'd be tough. I really like Jason Todd.
Bucky's so badass. I love him. I feel so sad for him in the show.
Brainiac
Who is that?
He's got Pinky.
or
That's the
Yeah.
only Brainiac I know.
or you don't know who Brainiac is?
I don't. I
he's-
told you who I know in DC.
He's like Superman's major space villain.
I don't
Okay.
remember.
He,
I
like,
don't
mind
remember
controls
him.
people.
Oh, okay, that guy.
Fucking smoking hot.
I only know like Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman based on the TV shows.
But Brainiac or Ultron.
Zorinda Swan.
Ultron.
I don't like either of them.
What?
To be honest with
They're
you.
both kind
Brainiac
of.
or
I don't like.
Ultron?
I always hate
Ultron.
Brainiac, and I don't like Ultron.
Yeah.
Ultron's a cool bad guy.
I maybe Brainiac because he puts the people in boxes.
I'd vote for Ultron.
Bumblebee or the Wasp?
The Wasp.
The car,
well,
definitely the
yeah, the
car.
if we're talking the Transformer, Bumblebee. But if we're talking the little small black girl, I don't like her.
Yeah. Deadshot. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say Wasp because I think she's like I like how like they make her, how she's like really smart and like witty.
That Bumblebee is fairly new. They created her.
I don't know.
I don't
who she
know
is.
she's 10 years old.
I have no idea who she is.
Deadshot versus Bullseye.
I like Bullseye.
Wait, who's
more.
Bullseye?
Did you remember the Ben
Spider-Man.
Affleck Daredevil? You ever see that?
Which one?
Spider-Man. He has the bullseye on his. Colin Farrell played him
Yeah.
in Daredevil movie.
Oh.
He's kind of like Deadshot. He doesn't miss.
Oh, okay. Well, just because I'm more familiar with Deadshot, I'm gonna have to go with Deadshot.
Yeah.
Is Daredevil on this list? Because he
We're the
should be.
battle. Here's the cat battle.
Oh, is Black Cat on there?
Black
She
Cat,
better be.
Catwoman.
Black Cat
I would
versus
go- I
Catwoman.
would go
Oh, he's
I don't even know. who
Catwoman over Black Cat.
Yeah.
What
I
is
don't know
wrong
who
with you
Black
all?
Cat is.
I don't know who Black Cat.
I love Black Cat. I've loved her since I was a kid, and I want her to be my first cosplay.
Felicia Hardy.
Swamp
that's,
Thing
That's who should
versus
be with Peter Parker. Sorry,
Man Thing.
The Swamp Thing's like better. Anyone that
Neither.
says opposite is an idiot.
neither.
Aquaman
Man Thing
or
is over
Namor.
I'm not.
Aquaman
Who the
because it's
hell's
Jason
Namor?
Momoa.
And then the overall complete franchise. Would you rather live in Gotham or in the Batman universe or Spider-Man universe?
I would rather live in the
Oh.
Spider-Man universe only because it's safer.
Yeah.
I like both universes, but
Gotham looks a little scary.
Gotham
could-
is very scary. It's very dark. Where Spidey is like fun, and you have your what does he say? Your
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Thank you. That's. I'm like, which order is it? I'm
For
getting
the most
tired.
part, though,
That one.
in the Batman universe, everyone's kind of just normal humans, but they're psychopaths.
Yeah.
But in
No, it's dark and
Spider-Man,
scary.
there's a lot of fucking.
But you can get a pizza delivered by Spider-Man.
Okay, Aquaman, 1941.
Neymar.
I'm pretty sure he's first.
Neymar's really close.
But it is close. It's
Yeah.
very close.
Why is Daredevil not on that list?
Whoa! 1939. Neymar's first.
Oh, look at that.
I didn't really have someone I can match them up with without recycling, because a lot of people would say
Nightwing, Daredevil.
Nightwing, Daredevil.
That's a hard choice because I love them both. I
I'd
wouldn't be
go-
able to pick.
It's tough, but I go Daredevil.
Yeah.
He's probably my favorite Marvel character.
Oh yeah, he's great. I
Yeah.
really love
That book is
Daredevil.
so good right now.
A lot of people.
I'll say that.
I was trying to think of something for Punisher, and a lot of people was like Punisher, Batman. But I didn't
Punisher,
want
Batman would be good.
Deathstroke, Punisher, Lobo. I know that Lobo
Yeah.
Wolverine.
There's some characters we didn't, but that's kind of what I'm going to do with like a daily thing.
In 2 months, Punisher, Peacemaker.
We're fucking an hour in.
Oh my God.
Oh, we didn't even talk
We
about
didn't even
Supernatural.
talk about
Fucking an hour.
Oh, real quick. They finished filming Witcher, season 2 of The Witcher. That should
Oh,
be
yeah.
Maybe we'll do next Patreon. We'll do for
Okay. Yeah. 'cause we gotta do
Supernatural.
some
'cause,
boxings.
yeah, we'll do the unboxings. So I apologize. We got.
And you need to watch it. You didn't watch any.
Yeah, I didn't get the one.
Watch the Miz episode. I'll find out what one it is and watch that one.
Okay.
I didn't.
Because
see
it's
that one
wrestling
yet.
related. So that
Is it really?
Yeah.
Is he actually like the Miz, the wrestler?
Yes.
I didn't see that one yet.
And there might be a demon wrestler. That's not the Fiend because the Fiend wasn't out yet.
Nice. Any other news things that we're missing?
Yes, I had something else. So The
Mortal
Witcher.
Kombat is this month, right?
It got pushed back 1 week, and I heard
Yeah.
the only reason is because the week before that subscription runs up, so you'd have to re-up to get Mortal Kombat. So, like, let's
Ah,
say you
smart.
watched Snyder Cut and you watched King Kong vs. Godzilla, you have to pay for 1 more month to get Mortal Kombat. That's why I moved it because you could have got all 3 of the movies in one pay.
Lame.
So
So
I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I understand.
you know how
Man.
we were mad about Raya?
Yeah.
Being $30?
Yeah.
Well, if you go on Vudu right now, you pay $30 and you have it digitally. And you can watch it now.
That's silly.
Oh,
And keep it.
and keep it.
And not.
I really want to see it.
I'm not going to theaters to see it.
And it's the 4K version
Ooh,
that you get to keep. It's not like, I mean, I know it doesn't really matter because it's digital.
Yeah.
But they give you the 4K, the HDX,
Oh.
and the SD versus Disney, who's going to charge you $30, take it away, and then
give it back.
give it back.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm against. I say wait the month. Don't pay the money. If you want to go
Yeah,
to
I'll
theater
wait. I'm
and
so-
for that experience, oh, I
Yeah.
understand.
Fans,
going to
fans
theaters.
need to realize. Fans need to turn around and say, "No, we need to fucking boycott and
yeah.
not buy that."
Yeah.
Because
I'm not.
there's
doing it.
people who are paying for it, and that's why they keep doing it.
Yeah,
I won't be doing
as long
it
as
in
idiots
theaters.
pay for it, they
And there's
keep doing it.
enough people. It's not like 5 people out of, let's say, 25 are doing it where it clearly it's not wanted. There's enough that it outweighs that Disney's like, okay, this is working.
I don't like that.
It's kind of
I
like
don't
when
like it
when you
either.
work at the job.
I don't like to rent.
Yeah.
And your
and
boss
pay for
takes
it.
away 5 people, and you have to get all this work done, but you have to do it with a shorter amount of staff
Yeah.
because they remove people,
Yeah.
and you have that one guy at the job who's like, "Oh, I'll run around
Do
and get
it,
it all done."
and then they're gonna
Yeah.
And it's
keep
like,
doing it.
now that you set a standard.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't like.
And I'm
that.
not saying don't take pride in your work,
Right.
or don't take pride in your movie or your franchises, but
But like, and then
Okay,
that one day, let's say, okay, so day 29. Okay, it costs $30. Oh, it's day 30. No, that's free.
You know what?
Like
if
that's so dumb.
if they want to charge that kind of money for it, do it to the people who don't have the subscription, so
Mhm.
that it's
Yeah.
their starting gate to the
Yes.
subscription. You pay the $30 now, and we're going to give you the first 3 months, and
Yes.
then you can watch it even if you just watch it once.
Yeah.
Instead of doing like a free month or whatever, do that.
I agree.
or what is Disney? $9 or something,
I don't know. I
Yes.
did the
I don't know,
year.
so
It was like
$12.99?
$60 for the year or
$12.99.
something.
$12.99.
or even just like
I
say
kept
$70 for the
track. They all
year,
change.
and the extra $10 you pay each
Yeah.
month
Or if you pay,
goes towards new releases.
yeah, or if
Yeah.
you pay
Mhm.
30 a month, you get these following movies that month.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a little bit believable.
Like
but
I pay
I
for
don't
the
know.
year, so why would I spend more?
Yeah.
It's
I
ridiculous.
already,
what if
you're
they-
already locked me in.
What if they told you you had to pay an extra $10 a month, and every new release comes out day one on Disney?
If it
Depends how
was-
many new releases are going to be.
Yeah.
Say
Well,
say you get four or five for the year.
That's not enough.
so
That's
what
not
would the
enough.
total amount be for the year?
That would be
$120.
$120
No.
for 4 movies.
Or even if they just like 5, or it comes out to be like you're paying an extra like $10-15 out of your subscription.
Sure.
Yeah.
I would do that. For an entire year, I spent $70 on a Zobi box. That's 1 month. Sure. Give me an entire year of Disney for $80.
Yeah.
I just I tell people you want to go see a movie that's different. That's fine.
Right.
I like to
go
see
pay
it
to
in
see
the
a movie
theater.
because
I
they're
think-
paying for the
Right.
experience, but
Right.
don't pay
Yeah.
Disney $30 for a movie that you're
No.
gonna
that
get,
you're gonna sit at your house.
Yeah.
that you're gonna get
Nope.
for free in a
In
couple
another
days.
box.
I think
I'll
just
wait for
kind of
free.
brainstorming here. I think for the Patreon episode, we're not going to really do a topic. I think the topic should stay for the show. Is like if we're going to do Supernatural, it should be a show like a topic. And I think the Patreon is a lot more fun of just us ranting about what's going on in the world. Do you guys agree? Like double
Yeah, I'm
topics
fine
are
with
kind of
Yeah.
know. Like because I'm being honest, I enjoy doing the Patreon because of this. Like we're just kind of just hey, this is what's in the news today.
Yeah, you don't have to think.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
the last two
Well,
things.
you
We
don't
don't have to talk
prepare.
about Supernatural because we keep
No, it's gonna be
Like,
a show topic.
poor Brie.
Okay.
All of her topics keep
It's
getting.
gonna be a show
Like, fuck
topic.
those topics.
Instead of having someone pay for listening to like
Yeah, because what if they say, "Hey, I really like Supernatural, but I don't want to pay."
Yeah.
Or what if they don't like it and they pick?
I
it
kind of
yeah.
want the Patreon to be
Right.
like, oh, I kind of like their old format where they talked about what they're playing and what they're into. I'll go for that. But when I'm listening to the regular show, we're gonna teach you about a topic
But-
and
Sure.
This can also be where the Patreon people can tell us
Oh,
if
yeah.
that's what they like.
Yeah,
if they like that we do a subject,
Mhm.
or if they like when we do something like this.
well, you could pick a
you know,
subject for us to do
right.
for a
Well,
regular.
that's
show.
what I mean.
Yeah.
Like there's more interaction for them because they're the ones paying for it.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
What do they want to see?
yeah.
So how about there was a Peeps Pepsi that was
What?
marshmallow flavored, but it was a limited release, and you had to like
Looks
take a
disgusting.
picture of you eating Peeps or enjoying
No.
Peeps.
Stop.
And
I
send
don't
it
like
in,
Peeps.
and then you could possibly win a little case of Pepsi.
You can
It was like the
pop
little,
them.
the mini can, 7.5 ounces,
No.
but the one was pink and one was yellow. They looked really
Yeah.
cool, and it's marshmallow flavored.
Ew.
I don't
Cola.
like Peeps.
Which
I
I'm
hate
like,
marshmallow.
I like marshmallow, so I want to
I
try it,
only
but you
like
can't
it-
buy it. We even got a letter or
On
email
eBay.
saying you can't order it. Tell people you have to go through this website to get it. I'm like, that's
Can
so
you still
dumb.
do it?
Yeah, I forget how you have to do it. You
I
have
got
to send a
birthday cake
picture.
peeps at home.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, just take a
Ugh.
picture of you, send it in,
and then get Peeps thrown
and
for
possibly
try.
win it.
I will say
Come in
this.
your microwave.
Wait, possibly win it?
Yeah, it's
Whoa,
it's
whoa,
not
whoa,
like you
whoa.
win. It's like there's a limited amount, so it's like that's so dumb.
There has been some beers lately that I have gotten that they use marshmallows, and
Mhm.
it's really fucking good.
I had
like
a
marshmallows.
I had a
I'm not a big
marshmallow soda,
marshmallow
I mean,
fan.
and it was
either.
very
Only if
good.
S'mores or like in my cereal.
And I had there was marshmallow
Yeah.
Rockstar for a little bit, and that was pretty good.
I don't like.
Mm.
Mm-mm.
I will say this.
don't like
I mean, if
um,
you like marshmallow, if you don't like marshmallow, you won't like it.
I don't like.
Heidi picked up the Pokemon cereal.
Very good.
Not all right. I didn't
Right.
like it. Was
I
all
like
right.
Dunkaroo one
I
was
liked
better.
it.
The Dunkaroos one
Oh,
was
really good.
I
awesome.
thought
I
it
need to
tasted
try
kind of like
Dunkaroo.
cardboard.
Pokemon,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I
is-
didn't. I like.
it's tricks with marshmallows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
I liked
Oh,
it.
I'll try it
Yeah.
then.
It looks like it.
The
Last-
Dunkaroos I didn't get to try.
Last
They're
bit of news that we didn't get a chance to, and we kind of promoted the whole episode around. They killed Mario. So the
What?
Mario 3D All Stars, it's dead. You'll never get it again.
So on Twitter and they were saying that how they killed the game, right? Because they took it down from digital. You can't buy it digitally anymore. Yes.
So
it's
is this the
really stupid.
3 game
Yes.
that we bought?
Yeah, Mario
for the disc and
Sunshine.
stuff?
Yeah.
Oh,
Mario
I'm glad I
64.
got it
Like
then.
that
But
one.
some outlets were picking up as they killed Mario in the canon of Mario. Like Nintendo killed like
Oh.
this new game he dies. It's like
Yeah.
no, they just
Oh,
can't buy
gotcha.
this game on.
And then the last bit of news we have that caused some controversy on my personal Facebook page, which I normally don't dive into, but it was entertaining. Little Nas X is a rapper who was popular for his song "Old Town Road," If you listen to the lyrics to that
Oh, was
song.
that him?
I didn't
Yeah.
realize that was
He
him.
also has a song called Panini, which
Oh.
is fun.
Wasn't
Yeah.
he out like
Panini.
years ago?
Panini,
though?
I like
actually
it.
About
didn't
2
even hear
years
the
now.
new song.
About 2
I
years
thought it
now.
was good.
Oh, well,
I didn't hear the
wait,
new
is
one
there a
either.
difference between Little Nas and Nas?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
And little, I guess. Well,
I
there's-
was not aware.
And then
Yeah,
there's
no,
regular
Little
Nas.
makes a whole difference.
Oh, because there was
Nas,
Yeah,
Nas is
Nas
the guy
is
who
like-
beefed with Jay-Z.
Nas was the guy that was around like in the early.
The
2000s.
90s,
Yeah.
90s,
Oh,
2000s,
okay.
Wasn't he the one that was married to Khalees?
maybe.
Khaleesi?
Little Nas X is the guy at Old Town Road.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And Panini.
Yeah.
Don't forget Panini.
Well, I mean, I think more people know him for Old Town
Yeah, I
Road.
don't know.
Then-
Just check it out. Check it out.
I'm
It's fun.
even
It's a
more
fun
offended
song.
by his music. Do whatever sexual shit you want to do with the devil all day long. I don't give a shit. Stop making that music.
Yeah.
Panini's fun. I'm gonna
so-
keep promoting
Wait,
Panini.
He pretty much made Old Town Road to pretty much
Panini.
prove that he can break into the country scene because if you just do a style, anyone will buy it.
Yeah.
First off, he tied it with Billy Ray Cyrus.
Billy Ray
Yeah.
So
Cyrus.
that was,
And the-
in my opinion, what did it.
And the
Yeah.
lyrics,
Gateway.
and the
Yeah.
lyrics to that song were not kid friendly if you
No.
actually listen to
Mm-mm,
them.
But
they're not.
Kids were going crazy.
Remember that video of him dancing with kids like in the
Yeah.
school?
Yeah, because he thought it was funny. He was like, "This is hilarious." That and the whole time he was doing this, he didn't come out and tell anybody anything much about himself.
Yeah.
No, he
So
was
people,
quiet.
he's
Laugh,
like,
yeah.
"This is hilarious. You're letting your kids around me. You're doing
Mhm.
all this." He goes, "Wait till I tell you what I actually am." And as soon as he did, everyone turned on him. When he did the Billy Ray Cyrus thing, it was kind of cool because he was a hip hop guy and he made a country song.
Mhm.
But then when he made a country song, he sang about doing country things. Then had Billy Ray Cyrus come on the
And
track
that's all it takes.
and rap, but
Oh,
rap
that's
but
cool for what
but
it is. I
he
mean, I would
rapped
listen to it. but-
more or less based on what a hip hop guy would talk about
Oh,
driving in fast cars.
that's a good idea.
and it was a
Mhm.
really catchy song.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was funny.
And then he came out and said, "By the way, I'm a homosexual. I'm
And,
gay."
and you know them country people do not like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
he was a gay black man who was topped their
I mean-
charts.
I mean, they won't
And in the
admit
hip
it.
hop world,
Yeah.
and
They won't admit it, but they don't like
Right. They
So
won't admit
so
it.
then he was pretty much like everyone started saying, "You're gay. You're gonna go to hell. You're this.
it.
You're
Of
that."
course.
And he
now
and
who's saying this about? Like, who's saying he's going to hell? Who's making?
Extreme right wing people.
I, would-
that and
Very
and
or
he's
extreme
been-
conservative, I would say.
yes, and
I
a
didn't
lot
hear
of
about this till your
Yeah.
post. Actually,
he's been someone who's been raised in the church. He's and been told his whole life that you're going to go to hell and you're a sin and you're an abomination.
Aw.
And he pretty much got to the point where he's
Didn't
like,
we all sing that? God loves all the children.
yeah, and unless you're
Yeah.
unless you're black, gay, or woman.
No,
Um,
God loves you unless you're something I don't like.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the
Freedom is free unless I don't like what you're doing.
Yeah.
So it pretty much got to the point where he's like, all right, I'm gonna lean into it. So he made a song, and in the music video, he goes to heaven, gets denied, then slides down a stripper pole to hell, and gives Satan a lap dance.
I'm fine with that.
Who cares?
Yes.
I'm completely fine
There's
with
been
that.
worse things in a music video than that.
So then,
I'm just saying.
so then a guy came out and made these Jesus shoes, where they have holy water in the soles.
Oh my God.
So this guy, he commissioned a guy
my
to buy a
God.
bunch. So custom made shoes are not something different that's on the internet.
No, there's
Somebody
all
will go out,
kinds,
they'll go out and buy 1,000 pair of these shoes, and then hire a guy to custom make each one,
Mhm.
and then they resell in the market, and no one has a problem with
Yeah.
it. So these Jesus shoes are popular. So he took
Jesus shoes.
666 pairs of them and turned them into devil shoes.
That's great.
But this
So-
is the worst part of that. He only got out 665.
Well, you got to keep one for
Aw.
archivable purposes.
Okay,
Yeah.
but
He should've
it's
sold.
a disappointment.
Well, then
in
you
the
make
article to be like,
667.
Then he,
Yeah.
he put on the
665,
card, if
yeah.
you wear these shoes, you hail Satan. Like pretty much like kind of like the death water where
Yeah.
they're leading into the thing.
Yeah.
He said there's human blood in the heel.
That's great.
one drop.
This is fantastic.
drop of
I
heel.
like them.
Yeah.
But they're not real. It's not really like human blood. It's just like a blood splatter, like
Yeah,
with
I
paint.
don't.
Kind of like how Kiss said blood's
Technically.
in our
Yeah.
comic book.
But
Yeah.
see, I don't
I think
know.
it's like a
I
health
might be weird, but if
safety hazard.
I knew that,
blood.
I'd probably
Yeah.
still buy one.
I
Like
would
if
want
there
one
was
more.
one drop of blood
They're
or
about-
something.
They're about $1,500 a pair.
Yeah, that's
Ah,
yeah.
no.
No, thank
yes,
you.
but you're spending $1,500 to frame him at every crime you want because you leave that shoe behind, his DNA is on.
Oh
it.
yeah.
his
Shut
blood.
up! I think
Who
about
the-
that every time my
whosever
hair
it is,
falls out.
though.
I know. I
somewhere.
do too. I
You
do too.
can-
I'm like, shit.
Frame someone.
What if this is a crime scene?
I mean, you could frame
Somebody
somebody
can frame me.
without even having
No,
a
I know,
blood.
but I'm
Yeah.
saying like someone is shipping you your DNA, and
I don't
being
I don't-
okay
I
with
don't-
it.
There's no.
I don't- I don't-
No one's gonna
It's just
think
a
that
paint.
far into
There's
it.
no
It's just a
real
paint
blood.
splatter.
No,
It's
I'm
just
saying if it really was.
Yeah.
Like $1,500, sure. I'm gonna go rob this bank and leave this shoe behind and say
Yeah.
this is this guy.
Actually, so that
I seen them. They don't look that cool though.
Mark said they
Oh,
were all right.
They're
He
black.
looked at
They're
them.
black
They're
shoes.
okay.
They have 666
Yeah.
on them. The tongue has
I think
the
they're
like a
Nike
pentagram
shoes.
on them.
Yeah, they're
Yeah, it
Nike.
wasn't
Part of
there
it.
was like a whole thing with
I
that,
didn't see
too.
them yet.
saw
So then
something
when
about
this was
that.
all going down,
I love it. I love how there's people that would
Who
worry
cares?
and
So
waste time in their day and be offended and then talk about it. I'm offended because you say you don't like Jesus.
yep.
Yeah.
Over shoes.
That's like, oh
Some
God.
dumb thing.
It's
Right,
like,
stay in your own lane.
So then people started going to Twitter at him and being
Oh,
Oh my god,
God.
his reactions are the
and pretty
best.
much telling people, like pretty much telling him he's a piece of shit and all this stuff. So this one guy,
Well, I want to say too, he has came out and said he was gay about a year or two ago, like shortly after Old Town Road was
Yes.
Yep.
released. I've known that he's been out since that song has been out.
Yep.
So this isn't news.
Right.
And why do you care? It's not your business. Let
Yeah.
him be who he wants
some
to
of the
be. It's a
people
free
just,
world.
just can't handle it.
so someone commented a racist tweet to him and says about, I
Of
bet you don't,
course.
I bet you don't even know who your dad is.
Oh, come on.
And his response was, I don't care, but I'll fuck yours.
Oh, a guy didn't reply.
Yeah. Oh, and then
There's a lot of white people that don't know who their dad is.
then that
Yeah.
then that tweet turned into he by the conservative side of things said Little Nas says he's going to rape another man. So you know how like kids on the internet are like, oh fuck
Yeah,
your mom,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
He just because I'll fuck your dad.
And he should be like, yeah, I did say that.
Yeah, and he did.
Fuck yeah.
And everyone's like, oh well, if he doesn't like it, and now Nike is trying to sue him for selling these shoes because
Oh God.
See,
Well, why don't they sue the Jesus people too?
I can understand that part though, because if there's a bunch of bad publicity
Yeah.
for your item,
but people buy your
it doesn't
shoes.
matter,
People buy shoes and do them up as horror movie characters
and that's
resell
fine.
them. But
But
once you
there's
buy
no
the
bad publicity.
but once you buy a shoe, it's your property. You can do whatever you want to.
That's fine.
I can go buy
But
100 T-shirts
can-
of Hulk Hogan
Sure.
and write Hulk Hogan is racist on them and resell them.
Sure.
And if people buy them, I'm not doing anything wrong.
But they have every right to say we have nothing to do with this product.
Sure,
Yes.
And put that
but
disclaimer.
they're
up.
trying to
Say-
sue him and say and
Oh,
try to get
well,
the money for what he
I
made.
don't
on them.
necessarily know
Well,
about that
that's-
part,
yeah.
but I know they're trying to put a disclaimer thing that
I
says
did
we
see
have
that, yeah.
nothing to do with
Yes,
him or
which is
these
fine.
shoes
Yeah.
or any of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I think that's fair for them.
And
But
then
So he
you
didn't
have
have a. I'm
Go ahead.
sorry.
Go ahead. No, you have those dumb people who are like, "Well, I'm not buying Nikes," but they didn't have anything to do with it.
Right.
You're being an
well,
idiot right now.
technically they weren't buying Nikes 3 years ago. Or all
Over Colin
Right.
Kaepernick.
over
Right.
Colin Kaepernick. So all of a sudden now they're
It's all
fans of
dumb.
Nike. Now they're not fans of
And
Nike
Nike's
because
not gonna go. No, it ain't hurt.
Right.
Right.
So-
Nike made more money
Yeah.
supporting Colin Kaepernick than they did losing it.
So they don't have a deal with Little Nas X.
Nope.
No,
They're all
He-
custom,
not at
he
all.
did-
custom shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
they
he-
bought the shoes and then painted on them or
Oh.
whatever and
Yeah.
then sold them.
Well, he's allowed to do that. If he paid
Yeah.
for the custom shoes himself, then he's allowed to do that.
Yep.
So they can't be suing him over making your. Because I could go on and put a bunch of like hearts and unicorns and whatever. I pay for those Nike custom shoes. I'm
Mhm.
allowed to do that.
Absolutely.
So they can't be suing him then.
Pretty much, and everyone's like, "Well, if he doesn't like the action or he doesn't like the rebuttal, what's going on?" He's like, "I think the rebuttal's hilarious."
It is.
He even
He goes-
said,
he
he's
goes-
like, I
he goes,
spent
"I didn't-
months preparing for this.
Yeah, he goes, "I didn't make a video of me giving the
Right.
devil a lap dance and didn't expect blowback.
Yeah.
I'm having a good time with this. This is hilarious.
I think it's great.
You guys all loved me when you thought I was just a wholesome black dude
Yeah.
singing country songs.
Yes, sir. I'll dance
That's
with the
not
children,
okay.
sir.
Pretty much.
Yeah, someone they said something about that, and then he literally like retweeted the lyrics, and he's like, "You thought this was like a kid-friendly song? Like,
Pretty much if you're
No.
upset because and then here's the big argument you get, and it happened on my Twitter where someone said, well, this world's going to hell because they took away Mr. Potato Head and Dr. Seuss books, but you're allowed to give the devil a lap dance on the internet. First off,
There was always porn.
yeah. First off, Mr. Potato Head was not canceled. The company decided to change it up, and the
And then they-
estate.
And then they
Took it
walked
away.
back on it, by the
Yeah.
way. You can still get Mr. and
And-
Mrs.
yeah,
Potato Head.
When was the last time you bought a Mr. Potato? Head?
Exactly.
The other day.
Yesterday. I was going to say the same thing.
There was
Yesterday.
a Star Wars one.
And
I haven't even seen one in 25
At-
years.
At FYE, they had a Freddy and a Jason one that I
Yes. And then they also turn around and
I
they're
think
like,
they
well,
have
Dr. Seuss, the estate of Dr. Seuss
Mhm.
went back and relooked at their books and said, not in good taste. We're going to get rid of those. They're not
Right.
even big sellers.
Yeah.
No one cares about them. We're just going
See,
to get rid of them.
When I
That's just
saw
their
that they
choice.
were canceling Dr. Seuss stuff, I was like, well, what is it? And then I looked at the list and I'm like,
But it
never
was,
e-
these
I never
weren't
even
in the
heard of-
forefront
but
to
it
start
wasn't.
with.
But
so
it
what does
wasn't
matter?
that what they're trying to paint it out to
I
be
really
is the
don't
people are like,
Yeah.
making an uproar to telling Dr. Seuss to cancel their books, and if you don't, we're going to cancel you.
No one
It-
even
That
said
didn't
anything
happen.
about
It was the
Yeah.
actual company saying these don't age well.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm
And that-
changing it.
I could see if they went after like Green Eggs and Ham or The Grinch Stole Christmas and were
Mhm.
like, this is horrible. Let's get rid of this.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
Don't.
Pretty much,
Like-
those books had like a guy in blackface. It was a guy doing the typical like Sambo black guy or the mammy. One was an Asian dude with the big buck teeth. Like they were just depictions of cartoons that probably, if like I say, so for me personally, I think a lot of that stuff that's out there, like in the Dumbo movies and all those Disney things, put a disclaimer.
Right.
And use it as a teaching tool to be like, hey kids, this is not okay, but this is how the world allowed this to go down at one point in time. I don't think you should erase art or history
Mhm.
at any point, but I think it should be talked about like, hey, like with the WWE network
Yeah.
getting rid of matches. Like I'm not a fan of it. I'm not. I think anyone should be able to make any art they want, even if it's in homophobic, gay bashing, religion bashing. I think that art has a place in the world,
Mhm.
but it's not the person who's creating like our podcast is not made for children.
No.
We had children who listen to our podcast, and we would say, hey, we're making the stuff we want to make. It's not our job to raise your kids.
Right.
He said that
Yep.
too to somebody. 'Cause
Yeah.
they made he's like,
If you
"My
don't
job
want
is
your
to
kid hearing Cardi
for
B
your
wet
kid.
ass pussy, then
Don't let your kid listen to
put
it."
child blocks on your
Yeah.
kids' phones. Don't
Yep.
just hand your
Yeah.
kid a device and say, I don't want to be a parent. Leave me alone.
Right.
Here's
Cardi
your
B
device.
doesn't even let her daughter listen to it.
Exactly.
Why
Like,
should
she-
those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
because
Why?
she's parenting her child.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
There needs to be a balance
Right.
Yeah.
on
Those
both sides.
women shouldn't
Yeah.
censor themselves for anybody.
It's like I said, it's okay for a woman to be talked about as a sex object, but if a woman then talks about herself as a sex
it's
object,
not
then
okay.
that's a problem.
Like, why would you?
Because it's a double standard.
Why do you
Double
care?
standard.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't.
It's only cool when we're allowed to do it.
Like, I don't
Sex
understand.
is only okay for
like,
men and procreation.
Do these people have nothing to
Yes.
do? Like,
Yeah. It just
Mhm.
I don't want to come home from work and be like, I'm gonna go write and tell how
You see,
mad I am about
but
that.
that first part of
I'd
that
rather do fun
sentence
stuff.
is the key. You're going to come home from work.
Yeah, I guess
People
Those
don't work.
people don't work.
Yeah, they have nothing to do.
Oh, no,
like,
They scour
do.
the
they
internet.
do because
Well,
people
What
come
kind
to
of job do
people
they
come
work?
people
though?
come to work and then talk about their coworkers and get their coworkers all riled up and saying,
True. Some
Oh.
of them do.
Okay, I just mean like stuff on the internet. Most of those people,
Some of them, yeah.
they don't work.
Yeah.
There is
No,
no,
they
I'm going to
sit
go to
home all
work
day.
and then come home
Yeah.
and scour the internet
Yeah.
for hours.
I guess when you have
And then-
free time,
and then call
when
me
you have
fat.
nothing but free
yeah,
time, you don't
call you
value.
fat.
we don't work. We just stay at home and call
Yeah.
Tony fat all day.
Yeah, let me just sit at
That's a
home
prime
and stir
example.
the pot.
Prime
Stir
example.
the pot 'cause I have no life.
I work. And
So
I
I
call you fat.
pretty much my post said, when you're upset by Little Nas doing a song about the devil, but you have no problem listening to Shout Out the Devil or Highway to Hell.
Yeah.
So just tell it like, here's my thing.
And you can watch South Park. I love South Park. by
Yeah,
the way.
remember Saddam?
I did that
and-
post.
and-
So
yeah.
the guy was like, I'm offended as a Christian about banging the devil. So then I put the picture of South Park. He's like, well, that's funny. I like South Park.
I love South Park too.
So you're a hypocrite.
Well,
Double standard.
Why would you be offended
double
about buying the
standard.
devil if he's the enemy?
Yeah.
Then you shouldn't care what people say about the enemy because that's the enemy,
I
right?
agree. And then another guy said, well, if you go on YouTube and you Google gay sex, it'll pop up.
No, it doesn't.
And I literally,
Well, it might, but you won't see anything. You won't see the
How
good
is that
stuff.
gay sex?
I
don't know,
literally
sorry.
said, like, you're upset
Yeah.
about something you searched yourself.
Yeah.
No, why are you
If you
searching it? don't wanna
Google
see it, don't look
Dead
at it.
dog, I bet a picture comes up of a dead
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The way social media. So here's the
People
funny-
are crazy.
when someone tells me, when
I
someone
hate
tells,
oranges. Let me look them up.
when someone tells, because this argument has happened to me before. It wasn't just on my social media posts. I had a guy at work tell me he is highly offended about gay culture stuff, right? And that's all his timeline is on social media, on Twitter, on Instagram, on YouTube.
Why waste the time?
You know why it's on his? You know why it's
Because he
popping
keeps
up?
Looking at
Because
it.
he-
Because he's the one searching
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah.
Why are you looking at
Because
it?
Because
probably
when
gay.
you're
That's
on-
a-
when you're
Probably
right,
into
when
it.
you're right wing, when you're left wing, the algorithms
Yep.
are designed to keep you on their platform. So if you react negatively to a bunch of left wing videos and react positively to right wing videos,
Gonna keep showing
they're
you
gonna
that.
they're gonna feed you things that keep you angry and keep you in the comment section, and then they're gonna keep you on the video watching content
Mhm.
of things you agree with.
Right.
So if you're getting a lot
Yeah.
of things on your timeline that you're not a fan of, or I don't like social media because there's too much drama.
Then don't have one.
You're getting drama because Facebook is showing you posts that it knows you're not going to like, and it knows you're going to comment and fight with people on it.
Yeah.
And that's how they keep you on their
I
platform.
rarely ever like angry face things. Like I rarely ever like dislike things.
Yeah.
And I never
Those
get,
emojis
I never get
all
those bad
go
things.
into a category.
Yeah,
Well, like-
I always get the good stuff.
You know what my Facebook is? Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, dogs, and The Office. It's a beautiful timeline, and I love it all.
Yeah. Mine's twerking girls and dogs.
I think you need some more Star Wars in there.
Unless it's twerking Leia.
I don't have any twerking Leia. I'm so sorry.
I'm sure
I
it's
have
out there.
strong
There's that classic
empowered
gif
Leia.
of the stormtrooper doing that.
I have an empowered Leia.
I think Leia twerking is still powerful.
I get. Yeah,
I think a
Yeah.
woman should be able to talk about her sexuality and be open to talk about sexuality.
Yeah,
and that.
if they want.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. I just
Yeah. Anyway, what were you gonna say?
most of
Yeah,
mine
yeah,
are
so-
jokes.
A couple years ago, I did an
Baby Yoda.
animation for a friend of mine because I really liked her signature. So I did like the Disney, like how they used to do it, where it like writes itself. And I was like, as soon as I saw her signature, I was like, this is that. So I spent all night designing it and all that stuff, and I posted it and used it as like a live business card for her. The first comment was somebody saying, "I hate that business. You know, they always." I'm like, this is not what this is. I didn't post this for you to bitch. I posted this because I was proud of my work
Mhm.
and of my friend, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Not because.
Some people just go
You
on
wanna
social
bitch.
media to fight.
So I deleted the
Yeah.
comment.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Yeah.
No negativity.
Just
Oh,
want to fight.
I'm at the point now where I don't want to fight. I don't argue. It's like when I make a post and people start arguing on it, like when the guys start doing it, he's like, well, don't you understand where I'm coming from? I said, I made a post about music and you started talking about toys and books and then gas prices and then how our
Gas?
I was like,
Oh.
you realize you're confused yourself and you don't know what you want to be angry about
Yeah.
because of what you
You
consume,
just want to be angry.
what you're consuming on the media, and you're getting angry like about
Like
who's
when
the president
people,
or who's not the president or what
like,
conspiracy.
let's say
theory
there's
you're
video
into.
game news for like let's say Mass Effect, right?
Yeah.
And then someone's like, "This game fucking sucks and I hate it." I'm like, why would you waste time? Like, and I post like,
Just
I don't go on Call of Duty forums and say I hate this game. I just don't look at them because I don't like it.
Not everything we talk about is something that's going to go
Yeah.
across the entire table
If
as
you don't-
everyone's a fan of.
If you don't like
Yeah.
it, don't look at it.
Yeah.
It's that
I mean,
simple.
tonight, just for example, we're sitting here and talking about comics, and I see Heidi zoning out,
Mm.
and then like we're all into it, and then we switch to wrestling, and you are all into it, and I'm just like, yeah, like I don't give a shit. Like,
Well, that's why when we do this show, if there's news that is newsworthy to you, you bring it to the table, or you
No,
will
I
get
know,
trampled
but
on.
I'm just saying, like that's a prime example of
Absolutely.
like it's not necessarily for everyone, not even everyone at this table.
Yeah.
Because like
And no
I
one
don't know.
and no one
Everyone's
here, no
different.
one here called each other out of their name
They
saying we
stand up and start banging on the
Yeah.
table.
Yeah.
I'll be like,
no one called
"Stop
anyone
talking
out of their
about that."
name about their disagreement of what they like or don't like.
right.
And that's a thing too with our community pages that I won't tolerate. If someone says they like something and you're like,
It's
well,
just petty.
you're dumb or stupid
Mhm.
for it, I will remove you.
Like, I mean, I'll make jokes about it, like I did earlier with like, oh, we're talking Zelda, and I'm like, oh, that's Princess Peach.
Yeah.
Like, just because I don't know anything,
Mhm.
so I'll try to bring some information in. But people probably think I'm an idiot when I do that.
No, they know you're
Yeah,
joking.
it's all fun. We have a good time here. But that'll do it for our Patreon content. Number 5. We're not gonna do plugs.
April
Five, I
2nd.
thought it was April 2nd.
April 2nd.
Episode April 2nd.
Well, it's still technically Patreon episode
Are you
5 for
sure
Not
it's
Cool in High
5?
School. Yeah,
Okay.
it might not be. Who knows? All right, we'll see you guys
Just
next
start
time.
keeping a log.
Here is some phase. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Confined is where I'm safe. I'm gone without a trace. Nothing goes as planned. It's just a part of every fucking thing